TNA Wrestling. Cross the line. Ours is a world that eludes definition. Some call it sport. Some theater. Some label the men and women who appear on this stage mere performers. As if their pain, their struggles, their anguish and their torments are not real. Nothing could be further from the truth. It takes real courage to endure what Kurt Angle endures, an Olympic gold medalist, a 12-time world champion, arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. But success did not come without a price. 20 broken bones, 2 neck surgeries, countless concussions. It took real determination for Booker T to become victor instead of victim. Driven by desire, directed by a dream, he crossed the line from a world of street gangs and crime to become one of the most decorated champions of our time. It took real faith for Christian Cage to become the superstar he is today. Told he would never reach the status of the elite, he never wavered, never surrendered the dream. Crossing the line and coming to TNA, he proved all his critics wrong and forged his own remarkable legacy. And it is real fortitude that propels Samoa Joe, unorthodox, unconventional, far from the standard model. He crossed the line of perception and shattered the stereotype, combining unique athletic skills that seemingly defy gravity with the fierce will of a lion's heart. That is why he is the reigning heavyweight champion of the world today. Real men, real stories, real tales of trials, tumults, and tribulations. These are men who have achieved but will never relinquish. Warriors who will not surrender to pain, adversity, or doubt, even when their bodies are bruised, battered, bloodied, and broken. It is a testament to their tenacity. 4 men, champions all worthy of victory. But tonight, only one will be victorious.
TNA Wrestling presents No Surrender.
Welcome to TNA's first ever international pay-per-view. We are live from just outside of Toronto at GM Place in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for No Surrender.
Tonight, all 4 titles are on the line. The TNA Knockout Championship, the TNA Tag Team title, the X Division Gold, and Samoa Joe defends the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
here in TNA.
Well, he's got a lot to say, and he doesn't want to waste any time like saying it. Coming out here to the ring, and this crowd just a fever pitch in anticipation to what the icon is going to say tonight regarding, of course, Samoa Joe and this respect factor that he's been talking about.
Before I get to the state of professional wrestling, I just want to say it feels too good to be back in Canada! Stizzing in the his house! All right. I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you. I just want to let you know that I have finalized contract negotiations here at TNA, so at next month's Bound for Glory, I will face tonight's winner of the 4 Ways to Glory match at Bound for Glory. I'm gonna face that winner. But I want to talk about, still again, that topic that I know some of you fans are thinking, Sting, why don't you just keep the issues to yourself? And I can't do that because tonight, you're in for a treat, okay? Tonight, you're gonna see lots of wrestling talent in this ring. As a matter of fact, you're gonna see some of the greatest wrestling talent that this world has to offer. If you made it to this ring tonight on this pay-per-view, then you have talent. But because you have talent does not mean that you're at the top of your game. It doesn't mean that you're the best at your game. It doesn't mean that you're the best at life. Because like a friend of mine once told me, you gotta walk the walk, you gotta talk the talk. You gotta possess things like honor, pride, dignity, and respect. And oh, there's that word again, respect. I can't let this one go because the single most important thing that separates the men from the boys is respect. And on the other side of that curtain there, some of the TNA roster, you see there are some men, some true men. But there's also a bunch of snot-nosed baby brats, just little kids on the other side of that curtain. So I took my cause all the way to Canada because I believed that you people can identify with what I'm saying, because 10 years ago, there was another man who fought for the same cause I'm fighting for. Somebody you can identify with. One of the greatest true wrestling legends of all time, Bret the Hitman Hart. He fought for the same thing that I'm fighting for, and I'm gonna keep on fighting for it. I'm gonna take up where Bret left off, and as far as me contemplating retirement, I'm not going anywhere until I know that guys like Joe and AJ know and learn what respect is all about. So AJ and Joe, it's showtime!
And let the show begin at No Surrender. Boy, some interesting words from the icon Sting, and Don, once again, it all gets around to respect.
And I'll tell you what, you can't deny the target that he had in mind, too, as he calls out again Samoa Joe and AJ Styles, two people that he's had a definite problem with here in the last couple pay-per-views.
And here today, the instant classic, Christian Cage. He arrived here at GM Place in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Christian hopes to once again become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion in a location that's just 1 hour away from where he grew up.
Well, Mike, we've been talking to him, and this guy is so nervous because he's so anxious about becoming champ tonight.
And it's Mike Tenay and Don West at ringside. Welcome, everyone, to No Surrender here in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the extreme weather situation in Texas and the Gulf Coast, we have to announce that Booker T was not able to make it here tonight. The situation with Hurricane Ike. And I can tell you that TNA management did everything within its power to get Booker T here to Canada, but it just was not able to take place. We send our best wishes to everyone in Texas and the entire Gulf Coast for a speedy recovery. But Don, we have so much ground to cover. What do you say? We run down what's in store for tonight at No Surrender.
Well, it's going to be Falls Count Anywhere, and it's going to be no disqualification as ODB takes on Awesome Kong.
Get ready for this tag team matchup. Brother Ray, Brother Devon, Team 3D to face Abyss and the Blueprint Matt Morgan.
Mike, love hangs in the balance. SoCal Val hangs in the balance. It's the ladder match, the ladder of love. The Guru, Sanjay Dutt, and Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Boy, I'm really looking forward to this one. MMA amateur wrestling rules will apply. The phenomenal AJ Styles to face MMA's Frank Trigg.
And Angelina Love of the Beautiful People gets her title shot tonight as she takes on the TNA Knockouts champion, Taylor Wilde.
TNA World Tag Team titles at stake as well this evening. It's the Latin American Exchange looking to regain those championship belts against Beer Money Incorporated.
And in an X Division matchup for the gold, it's Sheik Abdul-Bashir, Consequences Creed taking on the champion, Petey Williams.
And on in our main event, it's the big matchup. We just talked about Booker T. It's Samoa Joe, the World Heavyweight Champion, to defend against Kurt Angle and Christian Cage. And we have to ask the question right off the top, how will the Sting and Jeff Jarrett situation affect everything that goes down tonight here at No Surrender? You ready to get No Surrender kicked off? Let's send it to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening contest live at TNA's No Surrender, a 6-person tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1, Lance Rock, Jimmy Rave, and Christy Hemme, The Rock and Rave Infection.
Well, I can tell you, plenty of bad blood between the two teams involved here in what is a 6-person mixed tag. Yes, Christy Hemme's going to wrestle the boys.
For the Rock and Rave Infection!
Obviously, Oshawa's not ready.
We love you, Quebec City! Hey, why don't you people shut up? I know you got free health insurance and all, But all we want to know is, who wants to get infected tonight? And their opponents, Super Eric, Shark Boy, Curryman, the Prince, Justin Brotherhood!
TNA's superheroes. Yes, the masked trio, Super Eric, Shark Boy, and Curryman, set to kick No Surrender off. And Don, I'm thinking back to the recent situation on Impact involving Curryman. Boy, he really considers himself a lady man, doesn't he? And Christy Hemme in particular.
Well, it was child's play for Christy Hemme to coax Curryman into the situation where he got jumped, of course, by Lance Rock and Jimmy Rave. But the thing might have backfired for the Rock and Rave infection. I mean, think about it. It's a six-man tag, but Christy Hemme is in the match against the Prince Justice Brotherhood.
Boy, it's going to be interesting to see how Christy Hemme is going to fare when and if she gets involved in the action in this six-person tag team matchup to kick off the pay-per-view. And Super Eric uses his super strength to overpower Jimmy Rave. Just tossed him away, and now, well, speaking of strength, little test of strength offered up by Super Eric, and Jimmy Rave with the quick move, the nice go behind.
Well, it's a smart move on Jimmy Rave's part up to that point there, as you see. Super Eric able to get the hand locked in anyway, but don't go into anything that Super Eric's going to do. He comes off those ropes, hits him with the shoulder. But the question is, Rock and Rave infection gonna have to be a two-man team mainly tonight. If you use Christy Hemme, it's gonna have to be in and out, quick hits, quick spots, get her out of there. And I really believe that Lance Rock's gonna really have to use his strength and Jimmy Rave really his speed, and they're gonna have to try to catch one here, Mike.
Here comes Rave. Went right at Super Eric, able to move out of the way. Rave out to the floor. Super Eric's gonna fly. Look at the suicide dive.
Man, right through the second, the third ropes, right on top of Jimmy Rave, and Jimmy Rave right on the concrete. But Super Eric doesn't even hesitate, throws him right back in, and look at him go up to the top, Mike.
High risk early on in our opening match, and it's a missile drop kick on target into the chest of Rave. Here's the follow cover and barely a 2 count.
Well, it's obvious that Rock and Rave infection are going to have to do quick counts, quick tags, in and out of there, and make sure they keep somebody fresh. That's what you're going to have to do. Any chance you get to double team, use it. And that's what they're doing right now.
Double team on display, but Super Eric able to break through and then take down both Jimmy Rave and Lance Rock, and then turn things over to Sharky. Shark Boy in, reeling off those right hands.
I'll tell you what, Prince Justice Brotherhood getting the home court advantage here in Canada, that's for sure, as the crowd loves it. But Lance Rock holding on to him, and then Super Eric with another drop kick to assist Shark Boy.
And then Shark Boy gonna drop the elbow right across the chest, and doesn't even get much of a pin there before big Lance Rock uses his leg strength to power out, and then Lance doubles him over with a perfectly placed knee before turning things over to Jimmy Rave, who just got back body drop for his trouble.
Well, you can see their game plan. It's going to be Rave Rock, and they're just going to keep going at each other. But I'll tell you what, it's not worked thus far. It's as Shark Boy, Super Eric working really well together. We haven't even seen Curryman in action yet. Look at Shark Boy just got the foot stomping one after another.
Stomping a mud hole in Jimmy Rave in the corner of the six-sided ring. And Sharky right back to the offense here. Rave in trouble. What Shark Boy got up his sleeve, you can see Curryman extends the hand, asks for the tag, and now he's legal.
Look at the headbutts, one after another. Jimmy Rave in trouble. I mean, Jimmy Rave in trouble. He's been in there from the beginning. When he got out, look at that, Curryman tags in Christy Hemme. But, oh, nice move by Lance Rock, trying to come in, but look at this. Christy's got him in a headlock. Got to give her credit for trying.
A pretty good position for Curryman, if you ask me.
Yes, look at that view.
Yeah, he didn't seem really to be trying to fight off the side headlock, did he?
But he's going back for more.
What the hell?
Christy Hemme, though, taking a little bit of offense to it and just cranking on the arm. Okay, keep it. What is this, so you think you can dance?
Caught him with the elbow, and then Christy goes airborne right into the arms of Curryman. And Christy Hemme with the open hand slaps. Finally, Curryman backs up into his own corner.
Well, Shark Boy wants some of it. Shark Boy's coming in going, hey, wait a minute, how come Curryman gets all the fun? And his frustration, he's taking down on Jimmy Rave.
Here comes Shark Boy, going to use the ropes for extra spring, but as he comes at Brave, look at the elevation right there. Sharky taken all the way up, crashing down onto the concrete, and it's Lance Rock who just took him and flung him into the steel.
Oh, just put him right into the steel. I'll tell you what, Curry Man actually cost him. They cost the Prince Justice Brotherhood right there. Because of his antics, it was able to get the momentum turned around in favor of the Rock and Raven faction. I mean, Lance Rock just putting it on, Shark Boy. Just putting it on. Here we are, two. No, not enough.
Jimmy Rave going to try and follow up the advantage finally that Rock and Rave has picked up in this six-person tag. Here's the double team with Jimmy and Lance, and they catch him with that double elbow and then the double elbow drop.
1, 2, not again, not enough. I'll tell you what, this is when they've got to finish it off right now. They've got Shark Boy vulnerable. They've got him in trouble. You got to keep Super Eric out of there. Obviously, you got to keep Curryman out of there because he gets too distracted from Christy Hemme. So maybe the numbers game is working in favor of the Rock and Raven faction right now.
We definitely saw how Curryman was distracted by the females this week on Impact in that Beautiful People beauty pageant.
Well, you saw what happened. I mean, he decided he had a shot with Angelina Love, and he was going to vote for her no matter what. Again, though, Lance Rock making sure that Shark Boy stays out there. And what a double team move as Lance Rock took him up and brought him right on Jimmy Rave's knee. And now Christy Hemme realizes she's got some bones to pick here with Shark Boy down. Look at this help.
Wait a minute. Going up to the shoulders of Big Lance. Christy, who's legal, is taken by Lance Rock and powered down directly across the chest of Shark Boy.
Kind of paintbrushing the back of his head there and just kind of trying to humiliate him and let him know. And now you can see Shark Boy gets through the legs. Here comes Curryman, but Jimmy Raven Rock in to meet him.
No problems here for the King of Spice, unloading on both Rave and Rock, and there's the clothesline that takes down Jimmy Rave and sidesteps Big Lance. Here comes Curryman to the corner, that flying hip attack.
Well, and he puts that bone of that hip right into the back to cause the next one. Oh, what a backbreaker.
Oh, he calls that the Tokyo Dangerous. What a backbreaker it was. Now Christy Hemme involved with Curryman, going to spin her around, dancing with the star style, and then putting a little lip lock on Christy Hemme. I think she likes it.
Well, absolutely, she likes it. Look at this. 1, 2. Lance Rock breaks it up just in time. Just in time.
Now
I don't know if I was watching a pin attempt or a porno movie right there.
Excuse me. Chance for Lance Rock here to take Curryman and drive him directly down to the canvas. Meanwhile, Christy.
The FFG.
Flying fire crotch guillotine. Look out. Not able to put away the superheroes. Going to position Big Lance up on the top. Super Eric catching him with a couple of rights, and now Super Eric's going to go up and try and meet him before Lance overpowers him and drops him down across the ropes.
Well, Super Eric was obviously getting frustrated by what he's been seeing in the ring, and look at this, Jimmy Rave able to come back, and you see Shark Boy wobbly in the ring, and whoa, what a shot by Christy Hemme as she just smacks him right on the face and just goading him. Just trying to, look at this! He hit her with the chubber! He hit her with the chubber!
Oh, but then he walked into the big boot from Lance Rock. Here comes Lance, going to try and take Super Eric, who drops down to a knee. You can see that Jimmy Rave is in position on the middle ropes here. That didn't go too well, did it, for Rock and Rave?
Wow, look at this!
What?
He's got Lance Rock and Jimmy Rave! You talk about a double Death Valley driver, and he nails it! And here comes Curryman on top of Christy, and Curryman gets the pin!
Here are your winners, the Prince Justice Brotherhood.
Well, somebody tell Curryman that they already got the victory.
Well, I think he was checking to see if she needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation there after that pin. And after Shark Boy hit her with the jumper, but it is a victory for the Prince Justice Brotherhood. And look at Curryman. He won't get off of Christy Hemme.
The other superheroes assessing the situation here. And now they're going to try and convince Curryman that it's time to get off of Christy Hemme and celebrate the W.
He's not ready for that. He wants to go back for more.
Up next at No Surrender, Awesome Kong ODB, the knockouts in action.
Awesome Kong An amazing specimen born to fight. Fueled by the destruction and terror of others, she will not stop until there is total annihilation. Since coming to TNA, Awesome Kong has bullied her way to the top of the food chain. For the past few weeks, her penchant for violence and carnage has been unquenchable.
We witnessed the rage of the most dominant TNA knockout in the entire division.
It seems as though nothing can stop this beast's out-of-control rampage. With one exception, ODB. The only woman man enough to stand up to Awesome Kong.
ODB is one of the few women that doesn't look intimidated standing next to Awesome Kong.
Her reckless attitude and guts of steel might just be enough to tame the relentless monster.
Kong, this zoo is not big enough for the both of us. You want a fight in your hands? The ODB saloon is wide open.
Tonight, history will be made. With the rulebook thrown out the window, prepare for the most destructive and the most insane women's match ever. Awesome Kong takes on ODB in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special TNA Knockout contest scheduled for one fall. In this match, falls count anywhere, and there must be a winner. Introducing first, accompanied by Raisha Saeed. She stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighs 272 and 3/8 pounds. She is Awesome Kong!
I don't think you can put it much better than the video package that we just played prior to the introduction of Awesome Kong when they referred to her as the most destructive force among the TNA knockouts.
I'll tell you, she's one of the most destructive forces in the history of professional wrestling. I mean, she is an entity like nothing you've ever seen in this sport. And I mean, the damage she can cause, just the pure power that she has, Mike, it's awe-inspiring at times.
And her opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, ODB!
What do they say? The only woman who's man enough to face Awesome Kong is ODB.
Well, you hit it right on the head, and I'll tell you something. We talked about it. She's the only one that, when you put them face to face, is not physically intimidated. I mean, look at her. She's afraid of nothing. I mean, this is just right up her alley. And the kind of match this is going to be, well, she's going to have to try to take advantage of maybe a little speed factor here because it's falls count anywhere.
That's the key.
No disqualification. Anything goes. Anything can happen.
And you might as well chug a brew. Think that's a Molson's or a Labatt's?
That's a blue, baby. That's a blue right there. Not that I haven't had a few of them since I've been here.
Wait a minute. Look at Raisha Saeed with the attack from behind. And you know, I was curious about the dynamic between these two. Think back to recently on Impact when ODB actually took the mask off of Raisha Saeed. They took that facial covering completely off.
And I'll tell you what, I was a little bit uncomfortable with that whole situation just because of the religious factor that mask has for Raisha Saeed. So she definitely attacked ODB to get a little revenge. And I'll tell you what, that's went right into the favor of Awesome Kong. Awesome Kong let her do it because all Awesome Kong wants is ODB right where she wants her, and that's at a disadvantage, and that's what Awesome Kong has her right now.
I mean, speaking of the disadvantage, when you're in a match with Awesome Kong that's falls, count, anywhere, I mean, realize that situation that you put yourself in. You've got to be at an immense disadvantage. Factor in Raisha Saeed at ringside, and then try and deal with that pure, raw power of Kong just like that. Here she comes off the ropes and goes airborne. Caught nothing but canvas that time.
Well, she was trying to finish it real quick, and she went there and she hit hard, and look at ODB. Just gets right to the back, starts pummeling. Now look at this. She comes out looking for something, and that's what she's going to have to use. Again, no disqualification. So anything that's not nailed down can be used in a match like this. ODB realizes that. She realizes that she's going to have to find some kind of a weapon to take Kong out, and she goes right for the table from the start.
Weapon of choice for ODB, as Don mentioned. The table slid into the ring. But Kong slow to recover here, and then ODB wisely takes the table, and before setting it up, she uses it to crash it down against the back of the head of Kong. She's got it set up in the corner here. Kong's been weakened. ODB's going to try and shoot her off, but Kong puts on the brakes, caught her with a slap to the side of the head. Boy, Kong's not going anywhere.
No, too early to try that for ODB. I mean, Kong's just not worn out. You're not going to sit there and take 270 plus pounds or whatever it is.
272 and 3/8.
Well, just to be exact, and put her into that table. I mean, it's just not going to happen this early in the match. You've got to wear her down. You need a few shots. You can see ODB trying to get out there, clear her head. But, you know, one thing about ODB, we know, she's got no quit. I mean, she'll fight to the end. Look at her. She just puts Awesome Kong into the rail and then uses the momentum and tilts her over. And we knew when it was Falls Count Anywhere, we knew for one thing that it was going to be all over the building.
Going to try and follow this action the best we can. Yeah, they're out in the crowd here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And it looks to me, I think that's ODB getting the better of it.
Well, it is. It's again, like you said, Mike, it's hard to see, but look, ODB had her around the head. Look at this. She just grabbed a garbage can, smacked her in the side, dumps it out, uses it as a weapon again, as you see Raisha Saeed looking on. Awesome Kong looks like, oh, that's what Awesome Kong can do, though. She uses that elbow as a weapon. It's like getting hit with a chair.
Well, the garbage can around the top of the head of ODB, and then Kong catches her with a shot. Boy, that'll rattle your brains. Raisha Saeed stays at the ringside area, cheering on her charge as Awesome Kong takes ODB by the hair. They're out by the entrance ramp now and just tosses her down on that ramp.
I'll tell you what, when that train gets to rolling, you just can't stop it. ODB is in trouble. And you can see the eyes of Raisha Saeed looking on. But look at this, scoop, slam, right there at the bottom of the ramp.
And I can tell you, absolutely no give out there, being dropped on the concrete. Referee Rudy Charles down for a 2 count only. Amazingly, ODB able to escape the pin attempt from Kong.
Well, she's on all fours trying to get away, any way to escape. But Awesome Kong is just relentless and cracks her in the back of the head, now grabs her by the hair, just doing anything that she wants right now as they're coming back at ODB, trying to fight back. She keeps hitting her in that gut, trying to knock the wind out of her, but it's not working, and just put the ODB in the steel ring post.
So you're not kidding, wrapped her that time around the steel, and then chopped her directly into the chest. Kong measures, comes at her with the clothesline, and that time you saw that Kong wrapped her arm by mistake right around that steel post.
Well, that's a dangerous move. If you hit it, then ODB suffers the damage and it's all over. You missed, and you're really taking yourself out of the game. ODB cinches it, grabs her, puts her into the steel steps, and now ODB feeling it right here.
Could be the move that turns it around for ODB. Right into the pin after driving her face first into the steps. But again, just a near fall that time before Kong's able to power out, and ODB with a little slap to the behind just to get the attention of Kong. Not sure you need to do that.
Well,
another weapon going to come into play now. It's a steel chair.
Well, she just does things like that to fire herself up. I mean, that's what gets ODB's motor running. Now you can see, look, getting that chair, wanting to get it set up in the ring there to use it somehow to get the momentum of Awesome Kong to go head first inside it. But the problem when you do that is it can take sometimes a little too long to set up, and it gives the opponent time to get their win back, and that's what Awesome Kong did, is she got to her feet.
The whole key, that recovery period for Awesome Kong enables her to get right back into the battle. Some shots from outside from the apron, but ODB catches her with the boot right into the midsection. Going to try and go back to it one more time with the table. Kong not going to budge. The clothesline did not connect. And that time, another swing and a miss. ODB able to avoid her on several occasions, and then Kong goes head first, face first, right into the steel chair. Quick roll up.
1, 2, no. I'll tell you what, you got to give ODB credit. She used that table to help set up that chair. And Awesome Kong kept looking at that table, realizing ODB was trying to put her into it. And then at the last second, she forgot the chair was directly across. You got to give ODB credit, because when she saw the opportunity, when that window opened, she put Kong head first into the steel chair. And now she can set this table up with a little extra time and see if she can finish Awesome Kong off with it.
Revision in strategy for ODB. Gonna take the table now, and put it in place inside the ring rather than stack it up in the corner. Uh-oh. That's near 300 pounds that you're going to try and take up into the air with that slam. Maybe not a good idea. Awesome Kong always has the awesome Kong.
Oh, she's getting set up. ODB trying to fight it off, and she does. Oh, man. Wow. Took her head off. Once Awesome Kong gets to her feet, once she gets to that base, she's just so solid. That's what makes it so hard to get knocked down to the ground. You know you're in trouble, and now...
Look at this, look at this.
Look at this.
Communication here between Awesome Kong and Raisha Saeed, and Saeed goes to the ringside area right here by the broadcast table. Steel chair comes into play. Wait a minute, here comes ODB from underneath. Gonna try and powerbomb Kong, and she did. Powerbombed her onto the table, not through it.
I'll tell you what, the table was just a little too close to the corner, and that cost her. So she wasn't able to get enough power to put her through the table. But one thing that happened was ODB ended up rolling on top of the table herself and caught her gut on the steel part underneath the table, and she's in pain.
I saw that. At the same time, not only pain, but think of the wind situation there for ODB. You know that coming down like that, that's going to take the wind out of you.
Well, and think of the strength it takes to try to pick Awesome Kong up.
Here it is.
No.
Near fall only for ODB, and again it was the recovery period as we see Saeed grab the leg of ODB and drag her out, and we know Raisha Saeed is still upset at what ODB did to her on impact, and this thing has now broken down to the point where ODB has lost her concentration on Kong. There goes Saeed into the steel.
What a shot. ODB just sent Raisha Saeed her across the part and hit her right into the rail. I mean, with unbelievable authority. And now ODB trying to get back in that ring, but the thing is, Raisha Saeed did her job. It allowed Awesome Kong, even though she's wobbly, it allowed Awesome Kong to get back to her feet. ODB has got to finish her off right now. There she goes, but look at that. Lands right into that grip, and now Kong going for the choke slam.
Fights
oh, ODB
roll up. Two.
Wow. Nice move by ODB, trying to catch her quickly.
And as soon as ODB gets right back up to her feet, she goes back to the offensive. Going to try and overpower Kong here, and you see that Kong wraps her arm around that top steel cable, around the top rope, and then is able to reverse. ODB to the corner and sandwiches her with a near 300 pounds.
Well, that's what 272 and 3/8 can do. It'll knock the air out of you, and then that back fist, that spinning back fist with authority, and ODB is out cold.
ODB down. Kong and Saeed still in communication. It looks like Saeed's looking underneath the ring for yet more weapons.
I tell you what, it looks to me like she's trying to grab another table.
That's exactly what it is. A second table going to come into play in this knockouts matchup. Saeed and Kong going to have to work together to get that table into the ring.
Well, that's the smart way. If she's able to get it in there to Awesome Kong, so Awesome Kong can pull it in now. How's she going to set it up? Is she going to set it up against the corner? That's what she's doing. The same thing that ODB did earlier. ODB now going to the flash. She needs something.
Will it be liquid courage that turns this matchup around as we see ODB take a shot from the flask? Well, she's weakened at this point, but able to turn around and take whatever's inside that flask. Yep, spit it right into the face, right into the eyes of Kong.
Well, whatever booze it is, it's obviously the alcohol's burning the eyes of Awesome Kong, and that gave her the advantage. Oh, but she goes up, and look at that. Oh, man. Kong just spine busted right into the table and got it.
Here is your winner, Awesome Kong.
That is why we refer to Awesome Kong as the most destructive force among the TNA knockouts.
I mean, look at the power that she used when she just picked her up, caught her, and then a spinebuster type move into that table, Mike.
Awesome Kong gets the win. Let's send it to Lauren with Christian Cage.
Christian Cage, with all that's going on tonight surrounding No Surrender, many would say you might be the only one focused here, with your eye on the prize, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
You know, the last time I checked, this wasn't an episode of The Hills. This is TNA. More specifically, this is No Surrender, live on pay-per-view for the first time in Canada. Now you see, Lauren, it's like this. I am a wrestler. I am a wrestler. That's what I do. It's what I am. And believe me when I say that I've sacrificed everything for this business. But everything that I have in my life that's good is because of wrestling. You see, I grew up dreaming of becoming a wrestler. And all my dreams started right here in this country. All my dreams that I had as that little kid started right here. 1 hour. 1 hour from this arena. Now let me paint a little picture for you, Lauren. You see, I was the guy, I was the kid that when I said I wanted to be a wrestler growing up, it was my dream. People laughed at me and said, you know what? You'll never be a wrestler, but you know what? I proved them wrong. I proved them wrong. And then they said, you know what? You might have become a wrestler. And they laughed again and said, but you'll never make it to the top. I proved them wrong again, because here I stand before you, a two-time world heavyweight champion. And the first time that I won that title, I picked that shiny gold belt up, I held it in my hands, I stared at it with tears in my eyes, and suddenly, all the long and winding roads that I'd traveled down, all the 20-hour drives, every time I slept in the hard corner on a floor somewhere because I couldn't afford a hotel room, every time I ate out of a can of tuna because I couldn't afford a meal, were worthwhile at that very moment. And I looked at that title belt and I held it up. And as it sparkled in my eyes, I thought to myself, it's not going to get any better than this. Until tonight. Right here. In front of my people. In front of all my Canadian peeps. In front of my family. In front of my friends that are sitting out there in those stands tonight. My dreams are going to come true. Again. Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle, look into my eyes and read my lips. There's no surrender. Not tonight. Not ever. And this Canadian, I will become a 3-time world heavyweight champion. If you don't know, now you know.
Let me see if I got this straight, Abyss. Recently, you were in the insane asylum. Recently, you were in the loony bin because Abyss has an addiction. You have an addiction to pain, Abyss. You thrive on pain, Abyss. You can't make it through the day without pain, Abyss. That insane asylum took everything out of you. You are nothing but a shell of the monster you used to be.
The Monster Abyss, a destructive, menacing force in TNA who continues to destroy hopes and dreams and help those in need. After a 6-month absence and a stay in a mental institution, the man known as Chris Parks has returned to TNA. Has this man, this monster, learned to control his violent urges? The Blueprint, Matt Morgan, a true giant standing over 7 feet tall. He is an American gladiator that embraces hand-to-hand combat and will take on any challenger in any ring at any time. Team 3D, the name synonymous with hardcore violence and brutality. A tag team that stands second to none in the world of professional wrestling.
Team 3D prepare for war against the Monster Abyss and the Blueprint Matt Morgan.
Look out, look out, look out. Look out, look out, look out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1 from New York City, Brother Ray, Brother Devon. They are Team 3D.
The most celebrated tag team in professional wrestling history has been on a mission as of late. A mission to discredit the Monster Abyss. Brother Ray thinks that since Abyss's stay, that 6-month ride in the mental institution, that the Monster Abyss has played it simple, gone soft.
I'll tell you what, Mike, it's not just the Monster Abyss they want to humiliate tonight. They want to bring the Blueprint down a peg or two himself.
Their opponent's first, standing 6 feet 8 inches tall and weighing 350 pounds, he is the Monster Abyss!
3D feels that Abyss is addicted to pain. What we have seen as of late is a reluctance on the part of the Monster Abyss, aka Chris Park, to use any type of weapon. And when you're facing a team like Brother Ray and Brother Devon, that may not be the best strategy. You're gonna have to fight fire with fire against these guys.
Use whatever you can.
And his tag team partner from Fairfield, Connecticut, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan!
See him push the button?
Oh, yeah. He's going to take you up to the elevator, my friend.
Here comes the Blueprint, Matt Morgan. So impressive as of late here in TNA. I mean, you take one look at this guy. What have we said now for months, Don? Any architect that wants to build the perfect professional wrestler, you just break out the plans, you get that blueprint ready, and it comes out looking just like big Matt Morgan. Look at this 7-footer.
And I'll tell you what, you know Team 3D's been hearing that. They've been hearing us say it. They've been hearing everybody else say it. They heard about his DNA and all that going into space. I mean, these guys have done it all. Brother Ray, Brother Devon have won tag team titles everywhere they've been. The most decorated tag team in professional wrestling. And I'll tell you what, if there's two people that aren't intimidated by the size and strength of Matt Morgan or the size and strength of Abyss, it's Brother Ray and Brother Devon. I mean, these guys know each other like the back of their hand. They know where the other one's going to be. They know when to bring the partner in, when to tag in, when to tag out. That's what makes them so absolutely unbelievable and successful in this business.
We talked about the long, celebrated, decorated careers of Team 3D. How many times in their career do you think they've gone into a tag team match where they look across the ring and they see the size of their opponents? The 7-footer, Matt Morgan, 6'8", 350-pound Monster Abyss. You look at it on paper, you break it down, Brother Ray, Brother Devon, at a rare size, power, weight disadvantage against their opponents.
And Mike, you just brought it up a minute ago. One thing about it, Abyss, if he gets a chair in his hand or something and can take the shot at the right opportunity, can he take it? He's not been able to do it since he's gotten out of the insane asylum. He's just cringes and shakes when he's got it in his hand, and he always has to drop it. He wants to do everything the right way with his hands. Well, you mentioned it. When Brother Ray, Brother Devon are involved, sometimes you've got to take a shortcut. It's just the way it is. Right now, though, Abyss seems to be doing okay on his own.
Caught Brother Ray with the boot, measures him out of the corner, but as he comes across, Ray's able to get the elbow up, but then Abyss comes back, and look at this strength. Wow, is that impressive?
1, 2. I mean, it is. Brother Ray, one of the strongest men we've ever seen. I mean, you're looking at 4 of them in the ring right now. I don't know that you ever get 4 men of that strength in the ring at any one given time than you're going to have in this situation right here.
Devon off the shoulder block, goes right in for the cover here on the Monster Abyss, and then catches him with a series of rights. Back of the head, top of the head. That first one, oh man, that one's on the jaw. Shot after shot from Devon.
I mean, when you get Brother Ray to talk about it, what bothers him about Abyss is, like you said, he feels he's going strong. He's somebody that's been to the top of the mountain, somebody that's been a world champion, and now he sees him hesitate at certain things, and Brother Ray knows you can't do that in a situation like Matt Morgan, they don't feel like he's earned it yet. They don't feel like he's been around long enough. Nice block by Matt Morgan as Abyss spun him into Brother Ray and working together really good, which I think is a big question between these.
Wow, side slam by the Blueprint. And you're right, it's a question, not just because they're so new as a tag team. Here comes the double team on Ray. Abyss, Morgan, take him up and over.
I'll tell you what, that'll test the hinges on this ring.
You're not kidding.
Unbelievable, but you mentioned it again, how well they're working together, and you've got to work together well, because one team we know work together well is Team 3D. You don't have, what, 20 titles or 21 titles?
He just said, Devon, let's get the hell out of here. And 3D is gonna walk.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe this force of Morgan and Abyss has absolutely intimidated them. Maybe they realize when they're in there that, you know what, for once we're outgunned.
And here comes the Blueprint. Here comes the Monster. They're not going to let 3D walk on this match.
No, this is an opportunity for them. I mean, you beat the best right off the bat, and you are established. I mean, you put yourself as one of the best tag teams up and coming right now. You beat Team 3D, and look at this.
Look out. Going to go right by the broadcast table here.
Oh, what force!
There goes the guardrail. Devon sent in chest first by Abyss. Blueprint Matt Morgan to follow up and try and slide Devon back in and take advantage of a situation where they've got him weakened.
Well, Brother Ray trying to get to the ring now, trying to get up on the ring apron and get in there and stop it before something happens. Referee Slick Johnson trying to get this thing under control, but Brother Ray from behind
just clipped him.
Just clipped him, and right there at that knee. Oh, and you can see Abyss is down and out, and oh, and look at this. Devon putting the boot where it hurts the worst. Wow.
Got to give the devil his due. That's pretty good strategy right there.
Now, that's what makes them so successful. That's what makes them great. They know when to take advantage of it. They know when the ref's not looking. They know every shortcut in the book, and they'll use it.
You can see what they've got in mind. First, it's Brother Ray with the clip from behind, directed to the knee of Abyss. And then Devon's follow-up offense is to scissor the leg
look at him
and drive
on the
those
knee.
shots directly into the kneecap.
And look how he's got that ankle placed in between his own knees and putting it in different directions at the same time. Abyss, I mean, you can hear him screaming in pain. I mean, what a shot by Devon.
One would have to anticipate that the winners of this match certainly will make inroads towards a potential shot at the TNA World Tag Team titles. You know, TNA management, Jim Cornette, looking very closely at the result of this matchup.
Well, of course, later tonight, we'll have LAX and Beer Money Incorporated going for those titles, but you're right. I mean, look at this. How can you deny either one of these teams? And wow, Brother Ray, the same strategy that Devon had, just going right at it, and Ray just banging on that knee. He's got the ankle caught in between his knees. There is nowhere for him to go.
Take the big man down, take his strength, take his power away, which is exactly what they've done here with Abyss in a total defensive position.
Abyss trying to get over there and get a tag, but he's on the wrong side of the ring from Matt Morgan. Abyss is just going to have to fight through the pain, get over to the Blueprint and get a tag in, because right now Team 3D's got Abyss right where they want him. Oh, but Abyss gets out of the way just in time, and then meeting dead center both of them at the same time.
Well, you heard the fans here in attendance at No Surrender here just outside of Toronto in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, chanting repeatedly, "We want tables," the trademark of Team 3D, Brother Ray, Brother Devon.
Hey, you pay for a pay-per-view, you come and show up, you want to see Team 3D, bring them out, or else even Abyss or the Blueprint bring them out.
This is what we want to see. Blueprint on fire. Tag in, he's legal, and look at him unload on both members of 3D.
Well, he is so impressive. I mean, it really is. This guy's got a future. I mean, that's a rocket that's taken off. Look at how far he can get that foot up.
Yeah,
just put it over the top rope and not Ray down right outside the ring, and then that shoulder on Devon.
Waits for Devon to get back up to his feet, and then right on him the second he does. Caught him in the corner, powered him down with a clothesline. I mean, and airborne up, drops the leg right across the neck.
I mean, he is impressive right now, one after another. Ray realizes, trying to, oh man, did Devon just get the shoulder up in time? And then he sensed Ray coming after him, and look at this. He's got that hand, those fingers locked.
Watch this.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna go up top and
No way.
Off the ropes. 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, right into a cross-body block on Devon.
He just vaulted over Ray. 1, 2. Oh, Ray knows he's just got enough time to break it up. I'll tell you what, though, that's how impressive he is. Devon not thinking that there's any chance he's coming over the top of Brother Ray, but he did.
All 4 men involved at this point. Brother Ray, Abyss outside. Blueprint Matt Morgan with that big carbon footprint. Oh, that thing's
1,
deadly.
2.
Pin.
Oh,
He had the pin
man,
right
he
there.
was over.
Brother Ray hooked the
It
leg of
was
the referee.
over. Oh, Brother Ray screaming, pointing at Abyss, blaming it on him. Slick Johnson now going over, and he's reprimanding Abyss. But all that's done.
Elevator! Look out for the elevator! He weakened him with the carbon footprint. That's Johnny Devine, the Associated 3D, and he just whacked Morgan across the back. Blueprint goes down.
He just waffled him. Here it is. 1, 2. Oh,
Wait a minute. What?
Wow!
What?
Wow! I just took it for granted it was over with, but I mean pure willpower there by Matt Morgan. And now,
look how weak
here
he
it goes. There it is, the 3D. 1, 2, go! They didn't get it.
He got the shoulder up.
He got it up again.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing.
Crowd can't believe it. You can see now they're setting up again, trying to get this 3D to finish him off. Matt Morgan just struggling to his feet, wobbly, and wow, he comes right off of it and hits a double clothesline and takes him out.
Tag now into Abyss. Johnny Devine back in again with the chair. Got caught with the boot. He's taken up to the shoulders here. And he drives Devine straight down.
I mean, you can just feel bones crunching and breaking on something like that. Abyss with those broad shoulders, and then he just goes right after Devon.
Catches Devon in the corner. Don't see this often. Abyss going to go up with a corner mount here on Brother Devon. Catching him in the top of the head with a couple of shots. But there's the opening. You see what that does? It enables Brother Ray to come up from behind, sneak under Abyss. That's 350 pounds up on his shoulders.
Oh, but look at Abyss fighting it off, and you can see Brother Ray, though, fighting him back.
He's not taking no for an answer.
He's getting underneath him again. He's somehow got Abyss on his shoulders. This is unreal. Can Devon get up there in time? He does. Oh, wow, what a double team there. Here it goes.
Devon covered.
1, 2.
No, 2 only. Blueprint in.
Last second, but Matt Morgan did it just in time and then flings Brother Ray out of the ring. Abyss, though, you got to wonder what was taken out of him there. What a long fall by Abyss. But he does get to his feet. Devon's struggling as well.
There's that big carbon footprint outside for Brother Ray, courtesy of the Blueprint. Wait a minute, Devon drops the chair and walks right in to a big choke slam from Abyss.
Here we go, 1, 2, oh! Devon got the shoulder up in time. How close has this been on both sides?
Well, it really has just gone back and forth the way this thing is shifted.
Pointing at that chair, Mike, and look at he's got it in his hand.
It's the question that we've been asking when it comes to that point in a match, when he's got the weapon, as he does right now with the steel chair in his hand, is he going to be able to pull the trigger?
Oh, he's got it. He wants to use it. You know he wants to use it. He's looking around, looking for any kind of a sign, but by the hesitation, it allows Brother Ray to get in there, club him in the back, and then he loses the chair, and he lost his moment.
Outside, Blueprint hooks the leg of Brother Ray, slides him out. Devon has got the steel chair. He's not afraid to swing it. We know that.
He won't hesitate.
Going to try and take it right to the head of Abyss, but Morgan from behind swings him around. What a punch that was. Knockout blow right into the steel chair that goes into Devon's face.
Black hole slam. Here it is. 1, 2. Got it.
Here are your winners, the Monster Abyss and the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
What a statement win for Matt Morgan and Abyss when you beat the likes of Team 3D, when you beat the likes of maybe the greatest tag team in professional wrestling. You have really arrived, and what a great sign they showed they can work together.
You're right. Attention, Jim Cornette, TNA management, take note, and you see Morgan right there making the motion. The Blueprint saying, oh, look at that shot from behind by Brother Ray on Abyss, and then,
oh, what a shot!
just waffled it.
And look at this, he throws the chair back to the hands of Abyss.
What a shot, though, with that steel chair by Brother Ray.
Oh, you can see in the ring, Matt Morgan holding the back of his head, just rolling around, trying to clear some cobwebs, and oh, what a shot. Could be a severe concussion after a shot like that. And now Abyss getting up. He's got the chair in his hand, of course, that Ray threw at him, but it's too late now as Team 3D has already bolted.
You're right, 3D and Divine, they've exited back up the ramp. You know, Morgan gets up to his feet here, and just judging by the look on his face, well, he never saw who hit him from behind.
Oh, wait, he thinks Abyss did it.
When he comes back up to his feet, I mean, what else could he think?
Oh,
Abyss has got the chair in his hand.
Oh, Abyss is pointing up the ramp saying, come on, it was Team 3D, but Matt Morgan, you know how unstable Abyss is. Matt Morgan's got to be questioning this in his mind, but Abyss, of course, we know didn't do it.
We just talked about how the Blueprint Matt Morgan, the Monster Abyss, were on the same page. Looked so impressive in the victory, and then Brother Ray leaves his mark with the steel chair.
Well, you know he's not thinking right. You get a shot like that to the back of your head.
Up next at No Surrender. Get ready because the X Division Championship is at stake. Will Consequences Creed join the elite of TNA by capturing the X Division Championship?
I know it's going to be a great match, but I tell you, that move he does, the Canadian Destroyer, that scares the tongue around me.
If he could just stay out of that move, there's no doubt in my mind, Austin Creed will be the next X Division champion.
Sheik Abdul Bashir coming down the ramp. He's picked up a steel chair.
I had the shot on the back of Consequences Creed, and now here comes the Canadian Destroyer, Mike. He's got it, and he hits it.
Sheik Abdul Bashir makes his mark.
I am the victim. The Americans took everything away from me. I've been left with no choice but to take back what's mine! And I don't mind torturing innocent civilians along the way.
Maple Leaf Muscle Petey Williams defends the TNA X Division title against the Middle Eastern Nightmare, Sheik Abdul Bashir, and Consequences Creed.
We're back at No Surrender, and no less than 4 championship matchups that we have in store for you tonight on pay-per-view. This is the first of the 4 with the X Division title on the line. Let's break it down. Let's take a look at the X Factors for this matchup. One would anticipate native Canadian Petey Williams will have the support of the crowd here in the province of Ontario. On Impact, Consequences Creed's victory over the Sheik gained him the spot as the #1 contender for the X Division title in light of the involvement by referee Shane Sewell in that Creed-Bashir match. Jim Cornette ruled. Both Creed and Bashir qualified. It's now a 3-way.
Ladies and gentlemen, No Surrender continues with a 3-way X Division Championship match scheduled for one fall. Challenger #1 is from Tehran, Iran, the Middle Eastern Nightmare, Sheik Abdul Bashir.
The man behind the very anti-American stance has made it plain and clear. From the moment that he arrived here in TNA, you know he wants gold. Tonight, his opportunity to become X Division champion, and you know what? We'd never hear the end of it if he wins the title.
I'll tell you what, though, he was able to somehow snake his way into this championship matchup. I do agree kind of with the decision Cornette made, though, after what happened with referee Shane Sewell.
Challenger #2 is from Atlanta, Georgia, Consequences Creed.
First time, Mike, I think the Consequences Creed has found himself on this side of the fence. But when you're all about America and you're here in the heart of Canada, that's what's going to happen. Will he get a chance?
It's inevitable, isn't it?
You got it.
And finally, accompanied to the ring by Raka Khan from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, he is the TNA X Division champion, Maple Leaf Muscle, Petey Williams.
that they are going to be 100% behind the native Canadian. Maple Leaf Muscle is here to defend the gold.
I'll tell you what, it's gotta feel good to Petey Williams to have this kind of crowd support. Because when you're the champ and you've got two opponents like this in the ring, you've got to have eyes in the back of your head. You can't trust Sheik Abdul-Bashir. You can't trust Petey Williams for that matter, but in a match like this, it's just all about the selfishness. Everybody wants it. Everybody will do anything to get it. And Petey Williams has got to realize that here in this ring tonight.
Creed crashes into the corner, and then Petey follows up. Going to try and work here immediately on the arm of
Creed. Look at this.
Rolls him over, got the shoulders down, and tried to beat him in the opening minute of this matchup. Two-time X Division champ, Petey Williams, back in his homeland here in Canada. You know now nearly 5 months that Petey Williams has been X Division champ.
Well, this is what a great test this is for Consequences Creed as well here, is being in a hostile environment, nice pin attempt. And if he can overcome, if he can persevere against Bashir and Petey Williams at the same time, it'll show that this journey is complete for Consequences Creed, and it's been a fun ride.
Oh, Creed does the splits and then springs right into a shot for Petey Williams. But he had his back turned to the Sheik, and Bashir drives him right into the corner turnbuckles, reeling off some shots right there. Raka Khan circling the ringside area after accompanying her man, Petey Williams, Maple Leaf Muscle.
Well, it's tough to be in a title match where it's not one-on-one. I mean, it's so different. And for Consequences Creed, it's something he's not used to. But Petey Williams right there knows exactly what it's all about. He's been in many of them. And what a way to go as he used the ropes, went up, brought his legs down on Sheik Abdul-Bashir, and here Petey Williams goes. Whoa! Consequences Creed, though, in an unbelievable show of agility, just did the somersault over the top of the ropes and took them both out. And then celebrated it in the crowd, a la the Green Bay Packers.
Check this out, another look right there. Three-way matchup. Got to have eyes in the back of your head. I know that's a cliche, but boy, it's right on target in a match like this, as we saw Williams and Bashir fight outside the ring, and that enabled Creed to hit that great flying move.
Well, a match like this, it's going to be about being in the right place at the right time. You've got to be able to take advantage of a situation when it's in front of you. Sometimes maybe you got to let the other two do the damage, and then when it's your turn, you jump in there. You know Abdul-Bashir is somebody that is opportunistic. He'll do it, and Petey Williams, well, we've seen him do it in the past so many times. Creed's going to have the same mindset, Mike.
Petey Williams has that experience when it comes to championship matches. We talked about his title reigns here. Going to go for the roll-up on Bashir, but then a sunset flip by Creed breaks it up. By the same token, Creed and Bashir look to become first-time X Division champs. Perfectly placed knees by Maple Leaf Muscle directly into the chest of Consequences Creed. I think Petey's going to fly a little slingshot move into a flawless Hurricane Rana. Give him his due.
Well, he's great. I mean, let's be honest, the guy's great. We got to see this again. Look at this, how he uses the knees right into the chin.
Perfect setup.
Absolutely, and then he hits that Hurricane Rana, but I'll tell you what, he was celebrating a little bit, he was feeling the crowd, and he forgot, and you mentioned it, eyes in the back of your head, he forgot about Bashir.
That time, Bashir takes advantage of the situation, caught Petey, meanwhile, rolls Creed in the ring for a quick pin. First submission is going to win this match and leave Canada with the X Division Championship.
Well, good opportunity for either one of these guys in the ring. You've got Petey Williams outside of it. I mean, here's a chance to win this championship without even pinning the champion. But that's the way it goes in a three-way matchup like this. But the problem is, the longer it takes, it gives that other guy a chance to get his breath back, get a chance to get it together and get back in the ring.
We talked about the situation as this became a three-way match. Instead of being Consequences Creed against Petey Williams, Maple Leaf Muscle, Jim Cornette saw the involvement of referee Shane Sewell recently on Impact, and he decided that he had to make it a three-way.
Well, and of course, you know what started that whole thing was the crowd letting the referee know that he had his feet on the ropes, but the bottom line was the referee didn't see it. He didn't see it, and Bashir got the win. So Bashir, I think, again, Cornette made the right call, and the referee got himself involved in everything.
Petey Williams on fire, takes Creed
nice
back
move
out.
by Bashir.
Drives him into the knees right there of Bashir. Maple Leaf Muscle feeling it here. Got that adrenaline rush from the crowd.
Oh, got them both.
Took them both down. 2 challengers for the price of 1.
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. You saw the Canadian Destroyer sign.
Oh, what would this crowd do?
It would just riot.
If he has an opening, if he has a chance to hit that flip pile driver, the Canadian Destroyer, they may blow the roof off of this building in Oshawa.
Oh, you know that for a fact. And you can see how Petey, look at this. He's going to try a double destroyer? No way. No way. Shouldn't even have attempted it. Got a little too cocky there.
Opponent's not sufficiently weakened to pull off something like that. Bashir takes Creed, shoots him out. Consequences, stops on the apron. But then the Sheik drives his neck across the rope and then comes right back on it, Petey Williams.
Snapped his neck. I mean, unbelievable, the force that he used on it. And look at this. He's setting up Petey Williams. He's got him up top. He knows he's got him vulnerable. And you can see Sheik going up top here and trying to put it, get a hold of it. Petey Williams, he's got him where he wants him. What a suplex, he nails it.
Top rope, suplex, leaves an opening for Creed. Look at that.
Dual
leg drop. One for each opponent, and then he almost gets the pin.
And you know, the reflex is that the other leg's going to come up in the air, and he was able to grab them both and almost pin them both. I don't know who you would have gave the pin to, or who would have got pinned, I mean.
Creed with the press slam, Bashir from behind, but what happens is that Williams gets the knees right into his chest, and Bashir goes for the quick cover. Why not take advantage of a situation like that in a 3-way match?
That's what I was talking about. Right place, right time. When you see the opportunity, take it. You can hear Creed, he yelled, it's over. Oh, sometimes you shouldn't speak before it's done. Here it goes! Oh, I thought he was going to hit it.
Everybody here in the building did too. You could sense the anticipation of the Canadian Destroyer. Well, you just saw that. You saw that DDT style move, and here comes. Wait a minute. Well, you talk about deja vu. A sharpshooter in Canada with Earl Hebner as the referee.
Give the people what they want. Petey Williams knows that. He knows. Look at this. Earl Hebner. He's looking around. He knows if he does this wrong, it's going to be a riot. Is he going to call a tap out?
Bashir going to try and either fight through the pain or else make his way to get the rope break. He's still got some ground to make up here.
Earl's got it cocked.
What do you say, Earl?
He's got it cocked.
What do you say, Earl? The crowd feels it too. They've seen this before as well.
They might forgive you a little bit here. He brought him back in the middle.
Keep your eyes on Creed.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It took too long to finish it.
Here's the pin.
2. Petey gets the shoulder up in time.
Creed still, to me, has the advantage at this point. A weakened Maple Leaf Muscle. Bashir's outside with a quick reversal. Here it is, here it is, here it is.
Oh, the strength of Creed as he knew it was coming. Look at this. Grabbed him by the ankles, put him on his head. 1, 2,
almost had a new champ.
How did Petey Williams fight out of that? Unbelievable, though. It was a great move on Creed's part, and I was able to catch it. He lets Petey guide himself right into it.
That's the way you counter the Canadian Destroyer. Running into the corner. Maple Leaf Muscle gets the elbow up, and...
Oh, he hits it! Canadian Destroyer! He's got it! Petey Williams, 1, 2,
Whoa! Bashir pulls Petey out. Oh, and sent Petey Williams right into the steel, into the guardrail. But
consequences, Creed is done! He's done!
And Bashir just stole the title!
Here's your winner and new TNA X Division Champion, Sheik Bashir!
I mean, you gotta give him credit for being opportunistic, but he stole it from Petey Williams right here in Canada.
The Middle Eastern Nightmare has done it. He comes into Canada. Maple Leaf Muscle loses his title in a matchup where he had just hit the Canadian Destroyer. And Sheik Abdul-Bashir becomes a first-time X Division champion. And yes, the champion has arrived. Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, and as we now know, Joe to face Kurt Angle and Christian Cage.
Taylor Wilde, the youngest women's knockout champion in TNA history. She has overcome insurmountable odds to make her mark in the world of women's wrestling.
One thing we know about Taylor Wilde, she's a fighter.
But now, she faces a foe unlike any other. She's volatile.
I will humiliate her in front of the whole world.
She's temperamental.
Taylor Wilde, I'm gonna pin your cottage cheese.
She's fashionable.
I am going to take that Knockouts title and give that poor, sad-looking belt a makeover.
She's Angelina Love, and she really wants to be the champ, no matter who is standing in her way.
Taylor Wilde, I am going to hurt you. And you know what? That gold belt will look perfect around my itty-bitty tight little waist. And it will put the period at the end of the sentence for the beautiful people.
Angelina Love challenges Taylor Wilde for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship.
Well, we just saw a new champion crowned in our first title matchup. The X Division gold goes to the Sheik. Now it's time for the knockouts to take center stage. Let's take a look at the bullet points in preparation. On impact, Taylor Wilde not only accepted that challenge for the beauty contest, but she defeated Angelina Love at her own game. After falling victim in her strategy to embarrass Taylor in that challenge, you know Angelina would love nothing more than to out-wrestle the knockout champ. Taylor Wilde emerged on the TNA scene back in the Kong Fan Challenge. She then proved her performance wasn't a fluke. Now she looks to establish herself as a long-term champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match at No Surrender is for the TNA Women's Knockout Championship. And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Velvet Sky and Q-Tip. And representing the beautiful people, she is the challenger, Angelina Love.
Well, if the Knockout Championship wasn't motivation enough, let me tell you something. Angelina Love has not forgotten losing the beauty contest to Taylor Wilde. And when you realize what the beautiful people are all about, let me tell you something. She feels like that was a slap in the face, Mike.
Did you ever have a chance to look up that word fashionist?
No, but obviously, if you look at the way Q-Tip's dressed, I think we hit it.
Somebody call.
I think you would look good in that.
Somebody call the fashion police. Take a look at Q-Tip as he accompanies
Do I have to?
Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. Yes, it's Angelina's chance to get the gold here in Canada.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is
that brown paper bag, too.
Oh, well, she's wanting a pure victory. She's wanting to celebrate it, put it over Taylor Wilde's head. But what a chance as you see Velvet Sky spraying away the smell in her mind. But I'll tell you what, this is an opportunity for Angelina Love to show that she's what she's all about, that she's not just about fluff. And we know she can go in the ring. We've seen it. She really is talented, and this is her chance to make a statement for the beautiful people and for herself.
Looks like Kip James made a trip to the hairdresser. What do you think of the new dude, D-Dub?
I haven't even got there yet. I mean, that outfit is scary enough. I can't even look that way.
What have you been looking at?
I can't look that way is what I'm saying. Good gosh, man. That's like something you see on the Bravo channel.
Look at that
I
instead.
am. Could bother me.
This is Angelina Love's chance. Knockout title on the line. Here comes the champion.
And her opponent from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, she is the defending TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Taylor Wilde.
What do you think about crowd support in this matchup when it comes to the hometown stars?
Well, as we've discovered since we've been here, they back their own no matter what. And I'll tell you what, in this case, they're both their own. And
right.
I mean, both of them are from right here in Canada, so it's going to be tough. But this is a great opportunity for Taylor Wilde. What a roller coaster ride she's been on in this journey to the championship. And, you know, each battle she has, each championship match she has, she just furthers along this unbelievable run.
Herself,
yes,
I
mean,
over and over.
You can't sit there and question it anymore. You can't talk about the potential. She's already done it many times over, and another chance tonight.
And now Taylor Wilde is asking for the microphone. Let's hear what the Knockouts champ has to say before the title defense.
Angelina Love, I may have been born at night, but I was not born last night. I'm gonna stand in this ring all by myself while you and your two buddies stand idly beside you, it's not gonna happen. Because you know what? I have a friend too. Would you like to know who it is? Let me introduce to you my newest best friend.
The War Machine, Rhino?
Well, we've seen him come to her aid on many an occasion, and you know what? Smart move by Taylor Wilde. Have some backup. Have some backup ready because you know Kip Velvet Sky will do anything. Anything to make sure Angelina Love has that title. And the War Machine here to be the enforcer for Taylor Wilde to make sure it's done fair and square.
I guess we shouldn't be surprised. We saw it on Impact at the conclusion of the Beautiful People's Beauty Challenge, the beauty contest. You saw Angelina, Velvet, and Kip with the attack on Taylor Wilde. And you're right, the War Machine Rhino was there to her rescue, to her aid. You can't blame her in a situation where she looks down and she sees Velvet Sky and Kip James, and you know they're going to interfere at any chance possible. Why not have Rhino here in her corner?
It'll be interesting to see what it does mentally to Angelina Love. I mean, this has got to be different than what she expected. She couldn't have expected to have her bring out Rhino right from the start, and you can...
Oh, no. Don't point the finger. Don't point the finger of blame at me.
Where are you shopping at there, Kip?
He's the one that said it, not me. Don't get him upset.
Wow. Look at this. They're brawling right from the start. Taylor Wilde, and you can see Taylor Wilde feeling so much more confident knowing Rhino's out there, and she comes right off those ropes and nails her with that shoulder.
Here comes Taylor right at her with a shoulder block. Dropped her right in her tracks, waits for her to get up, and then catches her with a knee and then right on her. Look at those shots.
I'll tell you what, I mean, this has become a fight right off the bat. You're expecting a wrestling match, you're not going to get it.
Knockout Law has arrived on the scene. Got another native Canadian here, Tracy Brooks.
Well, Tracy Brooks out here, and you can see she's got the pen and the notepad, and she's taking notes in this whole entire situation on what's going on.
We recently saw Jim Cornette assign the position of Knockout Law to Tracy Brooks. I like the move by Cornette, putting her in charge of the girls. We see Taylor quickly drop out to the floor. Angelina slides back in, and Taylor is going to try and follow her. Oh, God, she got hit right in the face. Velvet Sky clocked her with that makeup kit from Kip James.
You got to give Velvet Sky credit. Kip and Rhino are over on the other side, jawing back and forth. Velvet Sky realized she had the opportunity, took that makeup kit and just crushed it right into the face of Taylor Wilde, and now Angelina Love has got that advantage she was looking for.
Just when we thought it was a good idea for Taylor Wilde to have the backup of Rhino at ringside, it's actually a distraction with Rhino and Kip that leads to Angelina for the cover and a near fall.
Well, Angelina Love, you know, would take any advantage she could get, and that time, you got to give the team credit because they worked it to perfection. Now you saw the strength of Angelina Love as she just picked Taylor Wilde up and then put her on her face.
Yeah, tossed her across the ring by her hair and goes back to it again a second time. Takes her by the hair and just throws her totally across the ring and then right back on her for the cover, but Taylor powers out.
I mean, there's been nothing technical about it for these two from the start. I mean, it has been. It's been like territorial rights here in the ring here in Oshawa, obviously, and I mean, it's just a fight. It's a brawl. It's personal. Look at her just rub that face along those ropes.
Took her eyes that time, Don, and took them and used the ring ropes as a weapon. From outside, Velvet offers words of encouragement. Kip James as well on this side, and you see the drop-down neck breaker by Angelina Love.
And she pulls on the hair with viciousness at the same time, too. Close. Taylor Wilde gets the shoulder up. The War Machine out there just trying to give her encouragement. You can see him stomping and smacking on the ring apron, trying to get Taylor Wilde up. But right now, Taylor Wilde's in a bad way. Angelina Love has total control, but look at Taylor Wilde. One thing we know about her, no way will she ever stop. You almost got to kill her to get her to quit. Look at that elbow.
Got that comeback rolling, but it's quickly cut off. Gets a couple of shots in on Angelina. Angelina answers back. They're really laying him in, aren't they?
Oh, Angelina Love going for it, and wow, both of them at the same time simultaneously grab each other's hair and put their faces down on the mat.
Referee puts in the count. He's at 3, gonna wait to see if either champion or challenger can get back up. Let's see who gets back up first and gets the advantage in this title match.
Both of them almost at the exact same time, and whoa.
Chop to the chest. The champ on fire, running clothesline, dropped her, back to it again. Big clothesline, gonna take her up, go tilt-a-whirl style, backbreaker across the knee.
Great move, here it is, 1, 2. Taylor Wilde, Angelina Love kicks out in just in time. I thought Taylor Wilde had it. But look at, she just goes right back up throwing forearms.
Follows the forearm with a shot into the turnbuckles, then the shoulder block into the midsection. A weakened Angelina positioned up top. Cut her again in the gut, another one right into the midsection, and Taylor gonna try and follow up, but when she gets on the bottom rope, Angelina rakes the eyes.
Well, it was desperation move right there for Angelina Love. She had to, and now, look at that. She grabs her by the hair, puts her up into a position where she can take advantage of it, and oh, she does. She just comes off of that rope, and then from that distance, it's a bad landing for Taylor Wilde.
Sure was. The front suplex by Angelina on Taylor.
1,
went down
2,
badly, and
oh, no, got it up.
Beautiful people at ringside, Velvet and Kip, both in a celebratory mood. They thought Angelina was going to be the new champ. Here's an elbow,
1,
here's another
2,
cover, and here's another 2 count.
I'll tell you what, though, look at how Taylor Wilde's getting that shoulder up. Barely has the effort to get it up. You can see she's hurting. She's still reeling from that front suplex, but it was just enough. But Angelina Love can smell it. She can sense it. She knows this is her chance. This is her opportunity.
Picks her up by the hair, takes her back up, and look at the roll-up here by Taylor.
2, oh! That's one thing about Taylor Wilde. What a kick! I mean, right to the back of the head, and you can see Kip James come right in, and here comes the War Machine, and nails him with a gore. Unbelievable. A gore. And wait a minute, though. Velvet Sky's got a hold of Taylor Wilde.
Here comes Angelina, puts on the brakes before hitting Velvet Sky, but the dropkick will do the trick.
And right into her, she reels right around, and you know she hits that bridge. 2, got it.
Here's your winner, and still TNA Women's Knockout Champion, Taylor Wilde.
Boy, on second thought, the move to employ Rhino for backup really pays off right here, because Rhino stops the interference, and Taylor Wilde is still the champ. Up next, get ready for the Ladder of Love.
Val has to choose between me or Sanjay.
Jay gave you an ultimatum, either him or Sanjay, and you need to make a choice.
You know what? I don't think you ever wanted to marry me in the first place.
I'm in love with you. And I heard Jay giving you all these ultimatums and putting you in a position. I would never put you in a position like that.
Val has a big heart. That's why I love her. But when it comes to Sanjay, screw Val.
Sanjay has feelings for me. What do you want him to do?
I want him to take a left at the fork and get the hell off the road.
I've been in a coma for 3 days now, Val. And all I can think about is you. You're all on my mind.
You know what, Jay? I think you're being way too hard on me.
This thing isn't over until I say it's over.
I got caught in the crossfire because of their foolishness. And I've had it. If they want to fight over me, I don't care. Go ahead. They're going to hang this ring above the ring. Whoever gets the ring first gets me. I'm getting out of this night. I have had it.
The love of SoCal Val hangs in the balance as Black Machismo Jay Lethal faces the Guru Sanjay Dutt in a Ladder of Love match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special Ladder of Love match. The match is won when one of the suitors climbs a ladder and secures possession of the engagement ring, thereby winning the match. And SoCal Val's heart, introducing first the woman who is putting her ring and heart on the line tonight, SoCal Val!
One of the most confusing, one of the most confounding situations that we've ever seen here in settled. And if you think back to Impact, this really is the brainchild of SoCal Val.
Well, she did. She said, you know what? Let's put the ring in balance. Whoever gets it can have me. And what a way to do it. You put it up there, you bring the ladders into play, and whoever gets the ring's going to have to earn it. And in her mind, that's good enough. It's the way she wants to make some decisions.
And ladies and gentlemen, the participants first, from Bombay, India, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt.
His actions for months have been described by Don West as just plain creepy.
Well, he is. I mean, it's just, he snaps. Somebody that we've respected and watched.
As a wrestler,
grow up here at TNA. I mean, I've always said the most talented wrestler here in the X division that never held the title, but Love can do crazy things to anybody. I mean, look at this. He brings the Rose down and
drops to a knee.
Well, he's just letting her know that, hey, he's for it, and this matchup's good enough for him.
I'll still never forget when he spoiled the wedding of SoCal Val and this man.
Ooh, yeah. And his opponent from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo,
Well, it looks to me like the Guru Sanjay Dutt, not the only one who's going to try and win the affection of SoCal Val by bringing a pre-match gift.
Well, if I'm Jay Lethal, I got to be honest. I don't even put up with the shenanigans, but he feels this is his last effort. He feels like, okay, no matter what, he can end it here tonight. He can get Val and get on with his life. And I tell you, I mean, you look at her and you understand what draws him towards her, but I'll tell you what, after everything he's been through, I don't understand why he'd even go through with this.
Boy, he just won up Sanjay.
Yeah, well.
Not only takes the single rose that the Guru brought, tosses it down, and then hands the bouquet of roses to the lovely SoCal Val.
Well, if bigger's better, then obviously it works out. As you can see, SoCal bringing the roses over.
See the reaction as she brought the roses over to the table?
I mean, it's like almost like a sourpuss face. You know what I mean? It was just weird.
It's just non-committal.
No, I mean, it's like...
I can't read one way or the other here as we see that great overhead cam shot of the engagement ring that hangs above the ring. We heard the rules earlier. Let's revisit them one more time. You've got to climb the ladder of love. You've got to secure the possession of that engagement ring that hangs. And yes, you thereby win the match, and you win SoCal Val's heart.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you've got to give credit to Sanjay Dutt is through all of this, he's been able to convince SoCal Val that his love is real and that he's wanted her for so long, and it's confused her. She does have feelings for Jay as well, and I mean, this is in her mind, this is the way it's got to be done. How impressive was that?
Full Nelson suplex, released version, and Lethal going to come right at Sanjay here and catches him with a dive right on target.
I mean, right into that rail with authority. I mean, this is a chance here for Jay Lethal just to get that revenge from what happened at the beginning at the wedding. And then you think of the history through this thing. This is a chance tonight, one way or another, to put finality to it. And again, I just got a glimpse of SoCal Val's face, and you know, it's a face of, I think, concern. It's a face of, you wonder who she's rooting for in this whole situation.
Don, I'm not sure if you heard what I just heard, but in my headset, I'm just informed that Jackie has just attacked Salinas in the women's bathroom. Salinas has been taken to the hospital. We'll give you more details as we get them. That in reference to LAX and beer money later tonight as we see Lethal take the Guru up into the air, drop him down, throat, chest first, right across the steel, and now going to try and bring one of the two ladders positioned around ringside into play. I mean, you know what Jackie can do.
Well, it's what Beer Money Incorporated is all about. Make sure you take care of the problem before the match, and they want to make sure that they're at an equal playing field and taking Salinas out of there, and that's just the kind of underhanded things that Beer Money Incorporated would do. What a shot on top of the ladder there as the Guru caught it.
Yeah, Machismo moved out of the way, able to elevate the Guru up right into the ladder. Boy, he's weakened, and quite honestly, This matchup, it's been all Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, right from the opening bell.
Well, Machismo just hasn't forgotten any of this, and he is just, everything he does has an extra bite to it, as he wants to make sure that not only does Sanjay lose this, Sanjay pays, but as he goes for the ladder, Sanjay catches him from behind and trying to turn the tide, and look at this, right into the steel steps.
Face first goes Black Machismo. Guru can sense it right here that he's really turned this match in his favor. Gonna slide Lethal back in and slingshot his way into a leg drop.
One thing about Sanjay Dutt is this incredible speed. I mean, keep your eye on it. It's one of the fastest guys we've ever seen in the ring at any time. I mean, that really is his strong suit, but don't think he doesn't have the strength, because he does. Oh, wow! Unbelievable! Right on the ladder, as you saw. Sanjay come right after him, if we can see that. Unbelievable!
What a back body drop that was. Guys in the truck, please give it to us one more time.
Look at this.
Watch the impact when he goes back first onto the ladder.
I mean, just landed on it. What unbelievable positioning by Jay Lethal, as he just sent him over right on top. Unreal.
This is really going to be the first opportunity now with the Guru weakened after taking that shot on his back for one of these two competitors to get the ladder in position, climb up and take down the engagement ring. First up, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got it. This should just be smooth as can.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch
look
it.
Look at this. Out of nowhere, Sanjay jumps, lands on the ladder, and then takes the head of Jay Lethal and puts it on the top rope.
What do you think of the reaction here of SoCal Val?
Well, I think she thought it was going to be over. Let's show this again. Look how quick he does this. Just look at that agility. The balance that he had, Mike.
We're back live here in Canada at No Surrender. Great replay, look at that move. And now it's the Guru's chance. Lethal never even had the opportunity to get up there and get his hands even near the engagement ring because of the quick recovery and the great agility of Sanjay Dutt. He's climbing
close.
up, but here comes Lethal from behind.
Just wasn't quick enough. Wasn't quick. Oh, just rams him right in and then flings him out of the way. I mean, that was just done with spite and revenge there. This is his chance, and you could tell earlier when Jay Lethal almost had it, it was like, you could see the look in Val's face, like finally it's over. Jay's gonna get this, we can move on.
Again, the Guru Sanjay Dutt in trouble, and you can see this is a good move here by referee Andrew Thomas. He senses that the ladder, because of the contact made in this match, has been weakened. And
look at this, what is
I've never seen anything like that.
He used the one ladder to brace the other one.
In between, and then just took Lethal and drove him back first. Look at the position that Lethal's in right now.
Oh, he is vulnerable. There he goes, and unbelievable. Just forward moonsaults right on top of him.
Loving the action in this ladder of love matchup. Going crazy here in Canada with the TNA chance.
Mike, you win this match, you deserve SoCal Val. Think about everything they're going through. You deserve something. I'll tell you what, at least tonight with her.
Advantage Guru at this point.
Crowd loving it.
TNA chance followed up by This Is Awesome as the Guru goes up.
Look at him! Oh,
he wanted to take his head off with that ladder.
Well, there's no room now. Man, look at this. As he comes right around the corner. I mean, we've seen things done with ladders tonight that we've never seen before. Oh, it's stuck on top. As you can see, the Guru was going to try to move it.
You see the look on his face? It's almost like he liked whatever happened there to the ladders. Quickly shot off into the ropes, swinging a miss with the clothesline. Sunset flip attempt, roll through by Lethal. Gonna try and take him here. Takes the Guru.
Where's he gonna sleep?
I'm guessing it's catapult time.
Oh man. Just didn't quite get him high enough, but close.
Flung him at the ladder, and you're right. I think Sanjay may have caught the top of that ladder, maybe just the corner of the ladder.
Well, he had his hands too to be able to block, make sure it didn't do damage to his face, and you got to give him credit for that. It was reflexes. Oh man, I'm looking at the back of Sanjay here, just how red it is. I mean, these guys have taken some wicked shots here tonight.
Sure has. You can see the welts on the back of Sanjay Dutt. It all started with that back body drop on the ladder.
Oh, look at this, leaving him no room to go. This one.
Oh, one after the other.
3 straight shots.
Not only his back, but also the back of his head. Each time making contact with the ladder that's wedged in the corner.
Is this the ladder of love or the ladder of death?
Wow. Now Lethal's going to climb and try and take down the engagement ring.
Oh, you can see, though, they're just both so wiped out, and he's so close. He's got it all. He just couldn't reach over and grab it.
Uh-oh. Sanjay going to put Lethal up on his shoulders.
Oh, he's got him stuck.
He just dropped him right down in between the rungs of the ladder. Crouched him on it, you're right.
He did. What a move. Just crouched him there, and now Jay Lethal's legs are stuck as he's kind of wearing it. The ladder is a pair of pants as he's trying to get up, and this gives Sanjay Dutt the opportunity he needs.
That may be the best move we've seen yet from the Guru in terms of taking Machismo out at least momentarily.
Oh!
Springboard instead as you see the desperation move by Black Machismo, but it certainly paid off as he springs with a drop kick right into the ladder. We're going to take one more look at the impact right here. Watch this.
He not only got out of the ladder, he used the ladder as kind of the springboard and was able to jump off of it right into the Guru and take him off the ladder and knock the ladder down. But now everybody's in play as the ladders are out of ball. Nice block by the Guru as he stopped that drop toe hold and then turned it around, reversed it on Jay Lethal. Look at that, he's got his hands and his head caught in it, and he's putting him up in like a tree of woe position.
That kind of used a gut wrench type move to stand him up in the corner. Boy, ear to ear grin from the Guru Sanjay Dutt, how happy he is with the situation that Lethal's in.
Oh, man! Oh! Oh!
A defenseless
God,
Black
what a
Machismo on the receiving end of the drop kick from the Guru right into the ladder.
Oh, the force. I mean, Jay Lethal, man, is just, I don't think he's going. Look at this. He can't even get out of the ring. Oh, what a shot by Sanjay Dutt, and he knows it now. He's feeling it. He's got it where he wants him. You just got to wonder what Jay Lethal's even got in the tank after that.
Sanjay looking underneath the ring and comes out with a steel chair.
And how can you stop this when ladders are involved anyway? I mean, you can't stop him from using the chair.
Slow to recover is Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, while the Guru goes back underneath, and yes, another chair, then catches him with a kick right in the ribs.
I'll tell you what, and Jay Lethal's already hurt, so both these guys have probably got physical damage that they'll never be able to recover from. What a shot by Lethal right on the chest, and this is his chance to turn it around, and he realized he's just going to go ahead and go through with what Guru was planning from the beginning.
You're right, it was Sanjay Dutt's strategy, but now, because Lethal is taking control of this match, maybe he can use this ladder as a weapon, but you see he was able to float over, catch him with the kick, then drive the knee in, and then, snapped his neck, caught him around the neck, and then drove him back first into the ladder.
What a war! What a war! I don't care. I'll tell you what, at the beginning I thought, no way, I don't know if there's a chance to see that again. Let's look at this. Watch this. Look how the Guru's breaking. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, when I first heard about this match, I thought, oh, you got to be kidding. I can't believe Val's allowing this. But now that I'm watching it, heck yeah! We should put a woman in balance and engagement over all these matches every time.
It has really turned into a physical battle between these two with the ladders involved. You would think at this point that a weakened Black Machismo in trouble here, but he's able to suck it up, dig down deep, and while the Guru positions one ladder, Lethal's going to bring another into play.
Oh, man, they're both just trying so hard, and they've gone through so much. Obviously, I hope she's worth it. I hope you're not disappointed, because what you've gone through is unbelievable. And now both of them got ladders set up. Gotta give these ladders some credit for everything they've gone through.
They're gonna race to the top. And
they're so
Lethal
close.
reaches across, and just as he does, he exposed himself to allowing Dutt to drive him face first into the top of the ladder.
Look at this.
Camel clutch applied. Never seen anything like this. A camel clutch at the top of the two ladders, high above the ring.
And Lethal's still trying to reach and grab it, and every time.
And so is Sanjay. They're both trying to reach across and grab the ring.
Oh, God. Man.
will somehow get a hold of the ring.
Oh, he's trying.
Stop it. Get on top of there. This is his chance, but what a position he's in.
You see that the ring is swinging back and forth, and it was just eluding him each time he'd reach out his hand to try and get it.
He's got his leg caught.
Right, he's stuck right in the ladder.
He's got his leg caught there. Even the referee's trying to help him, and he's screaming for help as he's caught in the middle. Look at this. SoCal now realizes it. Oh, look at this. She's going to help him out. This is his chance. Now, can he get up there in time? SoCal now's opened the door.
And the Guru comes face to face with Val. Oh boy, he's not happy at all that she came in and extricated him from the ladder.
Well, I mean, you gotta admit, that's kind of a crazy move. I don't blame the Guru a little bit. I mean, think of everything they've gone through, and then she goes in and helps him out. But I think that if I'm the Guru, that shows me where her true feelings are at.
But while Lethal goes over here to be with Val, look at the Guru climb up the ladder. He's just a couple of rungs away.
And now he realizes that he thanks her. What?
Wait a minute.
What? She just hit him with the low blow. Oh.
Here's your winner, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm Jay Lethal. Oh, I'm pissed. I am pissed.
Oh, my. I tell you what, it may not be the way he anticipated it, but Jay Lethal just got screwed.
He got, yes. And I'll tell you what. Whoa. Now, why would you? Hey, listen. Somebody deserves something after that match.
Never quite seen a post-match celebration like that one before, I gotta tell you. Let's look at that. That's what turned the tide. That's what wins the match for the Guru Sanjay Dutt. She had all the influence on it in the world.
There it is. What a shot. And he wasn't expecting it at all. And the Guru got it, and look at the two of them.
Yeah. Somebody get a garden hose out here.
Is this Skinamax? Or what are we watching here? Well, you know, nothing like a good ladder match to get the old hormones flowing.
Let's just send it to JB with Kurt Angle right now.
I am here with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and Kurt, it seems like it's a very serious, somber mood here backstage tonight. Usually it's festive and jovial, but it seems like maybe this Booker T situation has got you a little down. Is this throwing the game plan out the window here for tonight? The two of you, an alliance possibly, now out the window?
Booker T or not, the party will occur after the job is complete. Tonight, I'm in a very serious mood. I am a man on a mission to bring back what belongs to a true champion, me. You see all this? TNA, the pay-per-view, No Surrender, the fans, the wrestlers. I created this. I made this business. I am the business. And nobody will ever put the name of Samoa Joe in the same book as Kurt Angle. Because tonight at No Surrender, I will erase his name forever. And Christian Cage, I know this is his home country and he doesn't live far from here. But honestly, I think this place is a toilet bowl. And to be truthful, the ambulance will have a very short ride to take him home. So that's his only advantage. And Double J, don't think for a second that I forgot about you. Because if it weren't for you, I would have never lost my gold medal. Something that means more than me than my own kids. So I am elated that you're gonna show up here tonight. Because tonight, I have something special for you. Tonight, all the gold comes back to Kurt Angle. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
We knew that the level of violence would escalate as we headed into Hard Justice, our most hardcore pay-per-view of 2008.
Homicide with a bottle on his eye that hurt my eye.
We're the tag team champions of the world.
So tonight, you will feel me. I'm going straight back to my roots. 5150 style. 23-hour lockdown. Shoot program.
You know what, Hernandez? We don't care that you're upset, but don't go getting all steering queer on us, boy.
Look who's back. We haven't seen him in weeks.
The TNA World Tag Team Championship is on the line as the Latin American Exchange challenges Beer Money Inc.
Back live at No Surrender in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Third of 4 championship matches tonight. It's the TNA Tag Team Gold at stake. We're going to take a look at the taglines to preview this match. Robert Roode, James Storm joined forces as a tag team just months ago, and they soon became the world champs. Last month in New Jersey, Beer Money took advantage of a blinded homicide and ended the 3-month reign of the Latin American Exchange. Tonight, LAX must stay focused on regaining the World Tag Team titles, but you couldn't blame Homicide and Hernandez for putting the revenge factor at the top of their game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, TNA's No Surrender continues with a TNA World Tag Team Championship match scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1, the Challengers, accompanied by Hector Guerrero, Homicide, and Hernandez. They are the Latin American Exchange.
There is no denying, no matter where you're at, what country, the crowd just loves LAX. And there's just there's something about it, that cool factor, that it's easy to get behind.
Sorry about your damn luck.
And their opponents, accompanied by the Pride of Tennessee, Jacqueline, they're the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Robert Roode and Cowboy James Storm, the team of Beer Money Incorporated.
Well, Hector Guerrero accompanies the Challengers LAX. Jacqueline as well for Beer Money. And what the hell does James Storm have on his head? Because we heard earlier that Jackie attacked Salinas in the women's bathroom. Salinas has been taken to a hospital. We understand being treated at a hospital here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. If we get an update before we go off the air, we will provide it to you. And here come the reigning TNA World Tag Team title holders.
Tell you what, that'll get your liquid courage in your body in a hurry. Leave it to James Storm to figure out a way to get more beer in faster. But I'll tell you one thing, may have made a mistake in having Jackie attack Salinas and take her out of this. We saw Hernandez, how he reacted when Homicide was taken out, when his eye was taken out. The last thing you want to do is have a pissed off Homicide and Hernandez in that ring, because these two are unbelievable. And when they work together, they've got a combination, I think, that's just unlike anything you've ever seen.
You're messing with familia.
That's
when
right.
It comes to the Latin American Exchange, and not only the situation that dates back to hard justice involving the damaging of the eyesight, and even before that, yeah, they used a beer bottle at hard justice, but remember the glass table on Impact.
Oh, it was just an unbelievable wicked sight seeing Homicide go through that table. You saw in slow motion the glass shards around his face. You saw him laying there, and you knew that the glass was causing damage. It was lucky that it was only one eye, and it's lucky that he's able to see with that eye again as Homicide has the patch off. He's ready, he's mad. But one thing about Beer Money Incorporated, just like they used Jackie earlier to get rid of Salinas, they will use every shortcut in the book, and they can do it with perfection. In fact, you almost got to admire them a little bit at how well they can work together.
Look at Beer Money trying to cool down Homicide. We talked about it during the taglines as we previewed this match. The fact that, yes, they have to remain focused on regaining the tag team titles, but when you think back to Homicide being put on the shelf for over a month, you couldn't really blame them, Don, if they maybe just for a second set aside the tag titles in exchange for getting that revenge.
Well, I think Hector Guerrero's got to play a huge role in this matchup.
One would think.
Got to keep LAX level-headed. He's
the voice of experience for them. That's been proven for months. Look at Homicide go to the attack. First caught Storm with a boot.
Look at those
Series of shots, right hand after right hand. But did you see the shortcut?
Right to the eyes.
Right to the eyes.
Well, and you know the eyes are going to be a target. You know they're going to be a target. James Storm, I'll tell you what, he can take a shortcut as well as anybody. Oh, he hesitated, kind of pontificated in front of the crowd there, and that gave Homicide all he needed.
Saw from outside the tag from Big Hernandez, who goes slingshot in, putting the shoulder right into Storm and taking him down. Great teamwork by the Latin American Exchange.
And you know Homicide wants to get to Bobby Roode too, any chance he can. When you think about the beer bottle shot. But one thing about Hernandez, when he's in that ring, it just you're on the edge of your seat because he just amazes you. Every time you see him, he does something, some superhuman display of strength that gave him that nickname of Supermax. It just blows your mind.
Involvement from the pride of Tennessee. Jacqueline outside that mere distraction, turned it around momentarily. Hernandez catches the turnbuckles across the chest, but then the clothesline from outside by Robert Roode. That's what decked him.
And I'll tell you, how quick was he with it? The referee looking another way. That's what makes him so dangerous. They know where the ref is. They know where his view is, and they get a chance like right now. Homicide's arguing a little bit. He's trying to explain what he's seen, but Robert Roode, James Storm don't hesitate. If the refs turn the other way, they'll work together and do anything illegal they can.
You know, you asked me, this pairing of James Storm, Robert Roode as a tag team, absolutely a natural. Between the two of them, they've now held the TNA tag team titles a total of 10 times. James Storm, 7-time champ. Robert Roode, 3-time TNA World Tag Team title holder.
And they get better and better every time they're together. I mean, we've talked
because of the experience factor with each growing match, absolutely.
And they think alike, and they're so much alike physically. I mean, they're mirrored images of each other. They really are. And look at the combination. Look at the teamwork.
Inverted atomic drop by Roode, and then Storm stabbed him right in the back.
Well, that's absolutely what they do so well. Homicide gets in there and gets that boot in there just in time as he realizes his partner, Hernandez, reeling a little bit. But, you know, we've talked about it. You know, we've been asked the question, how good can Beer Money Incorporated be? They could be as good as any tag team in history.
Storm comes off the middle rope directly into Hernandez, catches him, but you see from behind the smart move by Roode, taking the big man down, dropped him, but then he's able to take Storm and elevate him off the pin attempt.
Well, he just had to clip him, and when he did, that brought all of Storm's weight right on the chest of Hernandez. Takes the air out of him, and now they work together to hit him with the suplex, and look at Beer Money, just on fire.
Double team suplex on Big Hernandez. Probably a good move on their part. I don't think that either Storm or Roode at this point in the match could have taken him over singularly. Quick pin attempt right on it by Roode, and Slick Johnson counts too.
Well, what a statement it is, too, if you can beat LAX this quickly and beat him by pinning Hernandez, and they're just going for it. They're not shying, and man, he just comes right off there with a double sledge, and you can see Hernandez just grabbing his head.
Beer Money's got something in store here for Hernandez. You saw it with the eye contact made by Roode and Storm. Quick tag into Storm. He comes off the ropes, and Hernandez goes to the power game.
And I mean, when he throws you over his head, you're taking a journey. You're taking a flight. I mean, he just spun him around. He corkscrewed all over in the air, landed badly. But now it's time to let Homicide. He's over there. He's frustrated. He's fresh. Let Homicide come in, but he can't get the tag to him.
You're right, the moment that it looked like Hernandez was going to get across and get the tag in, he was cut off that time and brought back out towards their side of the ring.
Now then he flips him off over there too, which is one of those things where you just don't want to do to Homicide. Oh, what a shot right here on Storm as he crashes into the table.
You're right, Storm crashes right here in front of us, and now it's Homicide and Roode going to square off, and Homicide's really getting the better of it.
Well, Homicide's been frustrated, wanting to get in. Look at these shots. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, he's just throwing them. Roode tries to throw him off, and great counter by Robert Roode.
And then Roode sends him for the ride as he comes off and tries to slide through. You see that Roode cuts him off, doesn't allow him to go through his legs, elevates him over. Homicide lands on his feet. Perfectly placed boot. Now Homicide snaps off the suplex.
Oh, Homicide, just one of those guys that's just so tough. I mean, he really is street tough. He's hard. You just can't predict him. I mean, he'll do anything at any time, and he's fearless. Absolutely fearless is what makes him such a great combination. But he got himself up on top, and that cost him, and Robert Roode didn't hesitate for a minute.
It looked good when he was in control, but the second that Robert Roode was able to go back up and follow him up to the ropes, Homicide now has got him grabbed around the neck and just drove him right down DDT style off the middle rope.
And here he goes. Can he do it? 1, 2. Oh, James Storm timed it perfectly.
Storm in to make the save, and then he drills Homicide right in the side of the head, shoots him across. Here comes Storm right at Homicide, and he gets crotched up on the top rope.
Well, you can see here. Oh, nice shot there by Homicide. Oh, spine buster. Here it is. 1, 2. Oh, Hernandez out of nowhere.
Broken down to the point that all 4 men are in play. Hernandez shoots Storm out to the apron and then clotheslines Roode over the top. LAX getting the crowd behind him. You know, LAX has really dominated the tag team scene here in TNA. In the last 2 years, they've held the tag titles for 10 months, looking to regain those championship belts. As you see Hernandez take his own partner and send him out to the floor.
He sent him out. He put him right on top of Robert Roode, and you can see Homicide. Look at this. He's motioning. He's holding. He's motioning for Hernandez to come out and finish the job. But in doing that, it cost him. His beer was spit in his face by James Storm, and now he's got him.
And it was just out of camera range, but Jacqueline, the pride of Tennessee, had distracted the referee, Slick Johnson. He never saw the beer being spit in his eyes.
And he power bombs Hernandez. Oh! Homicide just spins around and puts Robert Roode shoulder first into the steel steps outside of the ring, and you can see Hector Guerrero pulling Jackie away.
And you see that Hector's got the beer bottle in his hand that they used earlier to spit in his eyes, but now, oh my! Homicide takes the beer bottle, swings it at Roode. You saw that he crashed it right on the steel steps. Beer and glass all over the place at ringside.
And he hurt his hand, and that allowed Storm to just give him the kick, and now the double team. And here comes Hernandez. And here he goes. Wow, he takes him out. Takes out James Storm. Crowd loving it now. Homicide getting back in, and here comes Roode.
Oh, LAX can sense it. They can sense regaining the TNA Tag Team titles, but Roode caught him with a big boot. Gonna go for the payoff suplex here. Homicide fights it off.
Look at Homicide. Look at how he does it. Hits him with the Gringo stunner, and there he goes.
A slow Roode back up to the vertical base. Walks right in to a Homicide boot. Keep your eye on
look at this. Can he hit it? Oh, she just threw something in his face. The powder.
She threw powder right in his eyes, and of course his vision's not 100%. Roode hits the payoff, and Beer Money keeps the titles.
Here are your winners, and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, Beer Money Incorporated.
Again, taking the shortcut and at the expense of Homicide's vision.
Boy, what an effect Jacqueline had tonight. Takes out Salinas, throws the powder in. Beer Money keeps the gold here at No Surrender.
Frank Trigg, a mixed martial arts master, accomplished amateur wrestler, and all-around badass. Now the MMA superstar has joined TNA to dish out a lesson in trigonomics the hard way.
In my world, we don't get a 1, 2, 3 count. We get knockouts, we get tap outs.
As he attempts to school TNA's own AJ Styles in an MMA style match.
3 5-minute round. Winner walks out only by getting a submission.
Their feud has boiled over to the point of no return. Will the phenomenal one be able to overcome the odds and defeat Trigg at his own game? Or will he become just another casualty to the MMA superstar's never-ending list of victims?
The phenomenal AJ Styles faces Frank Trigg in a mixed martial arts match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special mixed martial arts match. The match consists of 3 5-minute rounds and can only be won by submission or knockout. Introducing first, originally from Rochester, New York, now making his home in Las Vegas, Nevada, MMA superstar, Frank Trigg.
Yeah, you're not kidding, MMA superstar Frank Trigg. Listen to these credentials. A wrestler at the University of Oklahoma, as well as a coach there. A finalist in the 2000 Olympic trials in freestyle wrestling. He's competed for UFC, Pride, Affliction, all the top MMA groups. Frank Trigg coming off a win in Japan just 3 weeks ago, a big match against Takamoto, the 2000 Olympic judo gold medalist, and now he's asked for the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Frank Trigg. This is not the first time I've come to Canada, but by God, I hope this is the last time I come to this place. I don't want to be rude or anything, but in this area, this country really does suck. Your Blue Jays, your Maple Leafs, come on, really? Let me tell you a little something about me, though. What I like to do, hurt a lot of people. That's what I do. And from the look of this crowd in front of me, you cow-fed hayseeds, I'd love beating all you guys up. I have no time for that tonight. I have something else in mind. One man, AJ Styles. I think tonight we can go ahead and finish this little thing AJ and I got going on. You know what, I'm gonna do AJ a favor. I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'm gonna go ahead and let AJ become an honorary Canadian, because we don't want him. You guys might as well take him. AJ, if you've got enough guts and balls to step into this ring with me, then I got enough balls to send you out of it in an ambulance. When the doctor's putting those stitches together and taking care of those elbows and those knees that are broken, remember the guy that did it. And his name is Frank Trigg. And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Yes, it takes guts, it takes courage, it takes balls to get into a match against MMA superstar Frank Trigg, where we will have MMA rules in place. 3 5-minute rounds, victory by submission or knockout. The phenomenal AJ Styles and Frank Trigg, yeah, their paths have crossed over the course of the past several months on several occasions. The most recent that I can think of was Frank Trigg coming down with that kendo stick, hitting AJ in the back of the head, knocking him out. That enabled Christian Cage to move on to our main event tonight here at No Surrender. A shot at the TNA World Heavyweight title, and it took the phenomenal AJ Styles directly out of that world title picture.
You look at this on paper and you think, what are you doing, AJ Styles?
That's what I mean.
I mean, not just the MMA background, but the wrestling background from Frank Trigg.
I mean, we detailed it during Trigg's introduction. In addition to the wrestling background, he's a second-degree judo black belt and very accomplished in jiu-jitsu as well.
Who in TNA, though, has more heart, more guts? A man who won't back down from any kind of a fight whatsoever. That guy is in that ring right now with Frank Trigg, and that's AJ Styles. I'll tell you, if there's anybody that'll try to find a way to win, it'll be him. But he's going to have to find an opportunity, Mike, and take it, because there won't be many of them against Frank Trigg in this style of a matchup.
Boy, he overpowered AJ. I think he used a little bit of the judo background right there with that quick toss. And right on him, as you can see, the countdown clock that appears in the corner of your screen. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We understand we'll have a 1-minute rest period in between rounds if we even get to that point.
Well, you call it. I mean, it's tap out, it's knockout. Either way,
we're in Frank Trigg's world, basically.
Absolutely. AJ Styles is he's just going to have to reach down and go to that wrestling background that he has, that and just also use that speed that he has, that ability to hit things out of nowhere. That's what he's going to have to do as you're watching. Oh, Frank Trigg just bringing one shot after another. Oh, AJ, though, nice shot. I'll tell you, though, all it takes is one punch. All it takes is one punch perfectly placed at the right time, and AJ can put up with a lot of pain. AJ can put up with a lot.
I mean, you can say that for both of these individuals, Trigg as well, as we see AJ shoot in and go for the double leg, and you see that he follows up the double leg by going out to the floor. Look at these cheap shots by Trigg. I mean, come on, referee Rudy Charles has got to get him back inside the ring here, and of all people, Frank Trigg should know that that would be the rules. You see him take advantage of AJ?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as they hit the turf, and AJ Styles is just
that was bull.
And you can see, but AJ got a few in himself there at the end, but I'll tell you what, I like AJ's heart there. He caught the single leg, and he just drove him right through, and I'll tell you something, Frank Trigg, I think, if you look at his expression, he's a little surprised. He thought it was going to be his world from the start, and AJ Styles is one of those that can just absolutely take advantage of a situation.
I noticed that. I think, Don, you spotted it as well. Trigg made eye contact all the way across, and look at that quick takedown by Trigg. Again, going to the judo playbook here, positioning AJ in a place where he's going to be in trouble. And then at the same time, while he's got him down, he's catching him with knees right in the exposed ribs.
Oh, he is. He's in. Now, look
Look at this, playing with him, toying with him.
That's one thing we've learned. You just don't do that with the phenomenal AJ Styles. But
I was going to think after that double leg by AJ where they rolled out that Trigg would have a little bit more respect, but that's not the case. Messing with him here, toying with him, trying to catch him with shots, but AJ blocked that big overhand shot. Trigg's going to try and go for the arm here. Going to try and go for an arm bar, but you see that AJ had the perfect counter.
Got the leg up in time. You know what? To me, if AJ Styles survives a match like this, it shows you what kind of an athlete he is, and it's a victory. Because this is a situation where Frank Trigg challenged him. He challenged him to his world, to get in here and beat me at my game. And to me, right now, the fact that AJ Styles hasn't even submitted yet, somebody that's made people do it, shows you the kind of athlete and the kind of competitor that AJ Styles is.
AJ goes for the kick. Trigg able to avoid it. And that time, boy, that was right again. Into the side, right into the ribs. AJ tries to fight with punches, but look how quickly Trigg is able to seize him right around the waist and set him right over to the corner. Gets a couple of quick shots again with punches into the ribs. AJ with some overhand shots here. And this thing, in terms of sportsmanship, has gone a little bad real quick.
I'll tell you what, though, Frank Trigg's looking at it. He can't believe it.
I think he's got a newfound respect for AJ.
I mean, the fact that AJ wouldn't back down is one thing, and you can see now, oh, nice move, though. Nice move. That's that judo.
Exactly, the judo background that he has with the great takeover, and right on AJ. Look at how easily he's able to float over on AJ Styles and maintain control.
Oh, trying to get AJ right here to tap out, trying to get him to submit. And look at him bring those knees right into the head of AJ Styles.
He's got the body seized.
Yes.
He's got his arms wrapped around and then catching him with the knees right in the top of the head. Slapping him on the butt at the same time, trying as well to get into the skin of the phenomenal AJ Styles.
He's got about a little less than 20 seconds here to make it through this first period. Again, though, the fact that AJ... Oh, what a move by AJ! Look at this!
Flying arm bar by Trigg!
He's gonna tap!
Nowhere!
He's got it!
Perfect positioning here by Trigg to close the gap and not allow him to extend that arm. Oh, just as the bell sounds.
Oh, man, I thought AJ just stole it here at the last second!
Wow, was that close.
Unbelievable, and Frank Trigg...
If that round was going to go maybe another 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, it was over.
I think AJ had the chance to extend the arm and potentially pop the elbow of Frank Trigg. He had him in the arm bar.
I'll tell you, though, AJ Styles showed him that he can play the same game. The same game.
And
that's got to give him confidence.
Watch Trigg. Look at the way he was holding on to his elbow. I'm not sure if we caught that or not. We had our camera positioned on Trigg's corner, and you can see his corner man there, and just the mere look on the face of Frank Trigg indicates to me that
he's holding that elbow.
The pain that he had. What a flying arm bar that was.
He's lost feeling.
To end round number 1 in this MMA match. I've got to give AJ so much credit.
Well, AJ Styles too is going to have confidence. He's going to know the weak point now of Frank Trigg and what he's got to do to go to him.
A weakened Frank Trigg in terms of his arm, in terms of his elbow. Will AJ be able to take advantage in round 2?
You can see now that Frank Trigg going to the offensive as he does. Oh, just look at how he pulls on the leg and AJ goes right to the ropes.
You're right, Trigg working there on either the knee of AJ, possibly the Achilles, trying to get some kind of a submission lock, but AJ was able to get to the ropes and get the break before Trigg was able to really get that submission move locked in.
AJ Styles, though, again, it's to him, he knows if he can survive this, it makes a statement, not let alone win it. And look at AJ now, kicking at the legs, kicking at the... Oh, look at him.
That shot.
You just don't fire him
Look
up.
at him unload.
He's just coming right after him, one shot after another. Now the knees. Oh, the knee right into the groin. Look at this, see it.
He did.
What? I got him.
You're right, he did. He caught him right in the groin. I mean, it was obvious from the flurry. It was an accidental shot, an accidental knee to the groin. And referee Rudy Charles, he went to check with Frank Trigg.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Frank said he's
because
not
of
able
a
to
low
continue.
blow that was unintentional, it was ruled a no contest. No contest.
Oh, the crowd upset. They thought AJ Styles had fought his way back here, Mike, and got the victory. What a flurry, though, AJ brought on. I'm going to tell you, and again, you know what?
It really was, to me, quite a performance from AJ Styles. AJ have a shiner underneath his eye, I think.
Absolutely. AJ mad, crowd mad. They thought he had it.
An incidental shot to the groin by AJ in the midst of the flurry. And look at AJ's eye, how puffed up it is.
Oh, he's mad. He knows he got hit. Wait a minute. AJ!
Hey, we talked about that kendo stick earlier where Trigg...
Oh, what a shot! Hey, look at him! He's getting some payback! One shot! Look at this! Brutal! Wicked shots by AJ Styles! Wow!
You talk about getting the last word in, having the last say. As his eye swells almost shut, the phenomenal AJ Styles unleashes.
But you still did an incredible job.
AJ to the broadcast position, telling us, getting right in my face, that he's a wrestler, that he doesn't do that stuff. But I gotta tell you, AJ Styles went into Frank Trigg's world. And not only wasn't he embarrassed by Frank Trigg, he almost had him beat at the end of round number 1. And boy, he was on the verge there with that flurry. Let's send it to JB and the champ, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe tonight, it is all about that World Heavyweight Championship title. No doubt about it. I mean, we have seen Kurt Angle since lockdown, since you beat Kurt Angle at lockdown, has been focused on doing nothing but getting that back. And not to mention the fact tonight you also have to face Christian Cage, a man who tonight will try and win that from you in front of his own hometown here in Canada. Not to mention the fact everything that went on with Sting, not to mention everything that went on with Kevin Nash this last Thursday night on Impact. Joe, are you mentally ready for this test tonight?
Define mentally ready. Because, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I mean, do I have a plan? Do I know where this is all going? I'll tell you what, you know what I feel like, JB? I feel like an animal that's been cornered. And I got enemies coming at me from every side. You see, we got Kurt, we have Christian, and we have you, Sting. You know, Stinger, you may not think you're a part of this, but you are. You've attacked me time after time. You found a way to get your hands on me. And Sting, I gotta admit, I still haven't got to do to you what I want to do. That's okay, Sting. You see, I've heard the facts. I've figured things out. And for all the whining you do about respect, let me tell the people at home why I don't respect you. You see, for everything that you were, when you came to TNA, I respected you, Sting. I respected you. But shortly thereafter, I lost all respect. You see, we've been bringing TNA to the world. We've been doing house shows all over this great nation, all over this planet. And where have you been, Sting? Wichita, Kansas. Moline, Indiana. I was there, Sting. Where were you? Corpus Christi, Texas. Dallas, New York. London, England, Sting. I was there. Where were you? I'll tell you where you were. You were at home being one of the highest paid men in this company, yet one of the men that works the very least. When you bleed like me, Sting, when you hurt like me, when you sweat like me in TNA, I'll respect you. When you walk home, you spend one day with your family, kiss them goodbye, get back on that airplane and kick ass some more, I'll respect you. So I'll tell you what, Sting, you want to give me an edict of respect? You want me to respect you, then respect this one request. Whether it be beginning, middle, or end, you come down to that ring tonight, Sting. Give me one wish, respect one wish of mine. And maybe, just maybe, I can learn to respect you.
Their drive has brought them to the pinnacle of their sport. They fight to earn the respect of their peers and the adulation of the world so that one day they may strap the symbol of greatness around their waist. They lay it all on the line in hopes that they may call themselves the best in the world. Tonight, 4 men have earned that right throughout their careers. Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist and multi-time world champion.
You're looking at a portrait of what a real world champion is supposed to look like.
Booker T, a 6-time world champion, on the hunt for his first TNA title.
But I want Joe to know one thing, that I'm the man up in this beast.
Christian Cage, a 2-time TNA world heavyweight champion, looking to claim the gold once more.
This is about no surrender in my backyard.
And Samoa Joe, the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion, will battle against the odds to retain his coveted title.
Samoa Joe, we're going to humiliate you like the punk that you are.
As he fends off 3 former world champions, each one hungry for another reign at the top. In 4 ways to glory, it's every man for himself, but at the end of the night, only one may call himself the greatest.
The TNA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line in a 4 ways to glory match as Samoa Joe defends against Booker T, Kurt Angle, and Christian Cage.
And it's main event time. Here at No Surrender, as you can see, the great crowd on hand. We're just outside Toronto in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. TNA's international pay-per-view debut, and it is time for our 4th championship match of the night for the World Heavyweight title. We're going to take a quick look at the tail of the tape here, and you can see that Samoa Joe has the very substantial edge in weight over both Kurt Angle and Christian Cage, the travel issues preventing Booker from appearing. Recently on Impact, the qualifiers saw Kurt Angle and Christian Cage become the challengers for Samoa Joe. After Joe proved to Kevin Nash's teacher that he was ready, he beat the 3 hand-picked opponents. Nash told him he's at the point, he's got to do it on his own. Tonight, the ultimate test for Samoa Joe. This is his battle to add the mental aspects to the physical. 2 elite opponents, the added element of Sting and Jeff Jarrett. It's got to be his toughest test. And there you see the first of the 2 challengers to make his way towards the ring. You talk about a hometown advantage. I'm certain that the instant classic Christian Cage is going to have exactly that.
He is a 2-time world heavyweight champion, a high-risk, high-flying daredevil, a man who reinvented himself in TNA and reached heights never before reached in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
have never seen the Instant Classic more focused than he was today. I've never seen a match mean more than it meant today to Christian Cage, having a chance to talk to him for a brief moment. You could feel the emotion on what it would mean to him to win this title for the third time an hour from where he grew up. From a place where people thought that he went crazy when he said he wanted to be a professional wrestler. This is a chance for it all to come full circle for Christian Cage. You talk about a home court advantage. You talk about a home field advantage. Well, you see who's got it here tonight.
You look around the ringside area, and yes, you can see that his Canadian peeps are here in full support. We see signs, welcome home, Christian Cage, as everyone in the GM place rises to their feet to greet the Instant Classic. We take a look at challenger number 2. Kurt Angle, the look of determination, yes, it's on his face. One thing he won't have is the ability to work with Booker T.
He is an Olympic gold medalist, a 12-time world champion, arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. And despite all of the accolades, he still aspires to add to the legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle.
You mentioned no Booker T to work together with, but what it all boils down to is eventually you've got to do it on your own. Only one person can walk out of the ring with that belt, and Kurt Angle's the kind of person that can adapt to that situation as well as anybody. There's only so much he could have done with Booker T anyway in this ring. When it's all said and done, he's going to have to finish it off by himself.
You talked about the look of determination, the focus on the face of the Instant Classic, Christian Cage. Take a look into the blue eyes of Kurt Angle, and I'll tell you, nobody has more focus than he does. And there you see the reigning TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Quite honestly, Samoa Joe has so much to prove tonight at No Surrender.
He is unconventional, unorthodox, unique, mixing brute strength with boundless tenacity and a mixed martial arts background. He is simply a sheer, brutal, and destructive force of nature. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Samoa Joe.
Intrigued by the pre-match interview conducted by Jeremy Borash with Samoa Joe just moments ago. We wondered about the attention of Samoa Joe and whether it would be divided. It absolutely is. Not just the task at hand, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship title defense, but also the fact that, as we heard in that interview, he's definitely still got his mind on the Icon Sting.
But think about the points that he made. Here's a guy who's been bringing it to the people. Sting. Whoa.
Well, it looks like the Icon Sting is going to give Samoa Joe an immediate answer. And as Sting with baseball bat in hand comes down the entrance, Samoa Joe leaves the six-sided ring. He drops down to the arena floor to meet him and come face to face. But did you see that? Sting threw the bat away.
Well, look at this. Samoa Joe, though, takes a quick shot, and I don't blame him. I mean, here Sting is, bringing himself down, getting in Joe's head before the World Championship match, and Joe goes after him again, and now you see the two of them slug it out. Not the way, look at AJ Styles come now. He pulls Joe away. Good move by the phenomenal AJ Styles, trying to get Joe focused on the task. But you gotta question Sting here. I mean, you made your point, you said your things, but let this championship match come on. We already know you're gonna get the champion of Bound for Glory.
We know that one way or another, Sting wants to teach Samoa Joe respect. As we saw the two meet up the ramp, it was almost as if Sting challenged him. Come on, take your best shot at me, Joe, and Joe certainly did. He lost his focus at that point, and immediately AJ Styles comes into play. He wants to send that message to Joe, get your head back in the game.
I'll tell you what, though, there's a part of me, well, we'll talk about it here in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, to JB for the official introductions of our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the General Motors Center in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, it's time for your No Surrender main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, the challenger. Standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 227 pounds and comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the instant classic, Christian Cage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing challenger number 2. He comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 232 pounds. He is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. This is Kurt Angle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 282 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe.
The body language, the reactions, my ability to look up just feet away at the defending TNA World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe and see that he was mouthing the words, stay focused, as he kept hitting himself in the head, Don, with his fists.
Well, he knows he's let Sting get to him, but let me tell you something. A thought keeps going through my mind. Sting has the winner of this match, right?
At Bound for Glory.
Well, obvious to me that the one person he doesn't want to face at Bound for Glory is Samoa Joe, because he's trying to make sure he's taking him off of his game, and I think that's why Joe was sitting there mouthing the words, stay focused, get yourself back on track.
I'm not sure if that's the case. It's possible. It's so difficult at this point to read Sting. You know, maybe it's just back to that respect thing, and not only does he want to drive home to the point to Samoa Joe about bringing respect back to professional wrestling, but maybe also about bringing respect back to that TNA World Heavyweight title, as we see Joe and Christian here working against Kurt Angle, and Joe 290 pounds in the corner, and then just drilled Angle in the side of the head with the boot.
Now, you might think that Joe's feeling good about the fact that there's no nice corkscrew elbow as he comes off the ropes, that Booker T's not in this. You know what? Joe's a professional. He knows that Kurt Angle and Christian Cage are just as dangerous. It's just 2, not 3. The bottom line is Christian Cage, I think, realizes Joe's right behind him.
Every man for himself in this matchup with the TNA World title on the line. A different situation than we anticipated. We thought it would be Booker T and Kurt Angle working together. Instead, the opening minute sees the Instant Classic and the Samoan Submission Machine on the same page. But as we said, just for that opening minute, just momentarily, and now they lock up. Quick reversal. Cage in the corner, but Joe fights right back out.
I like what Joe did there. I think he gave a moment of respect to Christian Cage. You know, Christian Cage has not been on the Kurt Angle, Booker T, Sting side through all this respect thing. Christian Cage is here to win a title. And I think Joe respected that. And Joe knows where Christian Cage is. He knows how close it is to his home. And that's his way of letting him know that, okay, we're going to get it on. I'm not going to get you a cheap shot right there behind you. Look at him. Look each other in the eye now. Forget about all that. Doesn't care where you are. Let's play ball.
Hey, face-to-face, nose-to-nose, the slap from Christian. Definitely the wake-up for Samoa Joe. Reeling off shots, that big swing and a miss enables Christian now with that opening to rifle off the series of knife-edge chops to the chest as Joe goes into the ropes. Christian misses with the clothesline, and then Joe explodes, springing off the ropes with a big knee that takes down the instant classic.
The things he can do for a big guy, for a man that size, is just unbelievable. The way he can use his feet, the way that he can kick you and get those feet up so high, it's so impressive. Oh, look at that. Just lured Christian Cage right to him, and then come in the head with Christian Cage sharp, and then inverted DDT on the back of the head. 1, 2, I don't know.
Was a perfectly placed kick by Joe, but then the quick reactions of Cage turn it around to where he gets a near fall on the defending champ. As Christian goes to come off the ropes, Kurt Angle from outside hooks his leg, drags him outside, uncorks that big European uppercut, and now it's Angle going to square off here with Joe, and Joe drops right back down. Rear naked choke here applied to Kurt Angle, and then Cage in with a double sledge for the save to stop the submission.
Well, he had to do it quick. He couldn't allow Joe to get a quick pin. In a situation like that, you get it just right, you can win it that quickly. And oh, look at this belly to belly there. He just put him right over. Here he's got him.
Look at that. Then the belly-to-belly released overhead for the champ, Samoa Joe, and Angle to the ankle lock early, too early. Christian free leg, able to kick him off and break the hold, comes right at him, and there's a belly-to-belly.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Bad landing, too.
What a do you see him go right to the knee?
I don't know if it was the knee or the ankle. I think you're right. It looks like he's clutching the knee. Look at this. Look at this landing.
Let's see if we can
Oh, it was the knee, right on the concrete.
Slid right past the pad around the ringside area, and Christian has momentarily at least been taken out of the match. We're now going to have to focus on Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. Joe with that chop to the back, kick to the chest, off the ropes, and the knee drop.
You know, some people, what happened at the beginning of this match, as you see a pin attempt there, it's not enough at this point. Kurt Angle's not worn out enough, but when you think about what happened, a lot of people would be so out of their game. But, you know, true professionals, true champions know how to use that to your advantage. You take that anger that you're mad about, you bottle it, and you let it come through you in other ways, and that's what Joe's doing right now.
The reversal by Angle as Joe goes off, and now it's Kurt's chance to try and use a variation of the sleeper here and try to bring down the bigger opponent, Samoa Joe. But Kurt doesn't have a great grip on it, and that allows Joe to catch him with the elbows, and then Kurt dropped him with the elbow, right on him for the lateral for 2.
Oh, look at him. He goes right back, though, for the chokehold, and he gets that arm around the neck, and you can see the face of Joe there. He is obviously has taken some air out, and Joe's just trying to get some wind so he can build some strength up. But the more he cinches in, and keep in mind, Christian Cage still outside this ring holding his knee.
Samoa Joe now in his 5th month as TNA World Heavyweight Champion, while both Kurt Angle and Christian Cage look to become 3-time TNA World title holders tonight in our main event at No Surrender, as Joe gets right back up to his feet now, back to that base. Gonna catch him with a couple of elbows and then a punch right on the jawline.
I'll tell you what, though, it's the kind of matches that Joe has won. And not only win the championship like he did at Lockdown, but the different things that he's gone through. Even a match like this, oh, wow, Christian Cage gets himself back in this match with authority.
Don't count him out. And then off the top, hits the cross body block.
1, 2. Oh, Joe just pushes him off of him there, but Christian Cage lets him know that, hey, I'm not out of this yet. You know what he used it, I think, to get his bearings and realized that he had enough left in the thing, and now look at him using the ropes, pulling back with the boots to the back of the neck.
It was definitely the right time in the match before either of the opponents of Christian Cage was worn down to the point where they're either pinned or submitted. So you're right, Christian used that time outside as a little bit of a rest period, and he has come back fired up.
I'll tell you what, right here in front of us, Kurt Angle just still holding that crunch where he got pulled into that steel ring post. What a shot. I mean, that's just the kind of thing that'll just take so much out of you. The pain is just unbearable. As you see Christian Cage and Samoa Joe, and look at Christian Cage biting, taking any advantage he can.
Joe tried to suplex him, I believe, overhead. Oh, and speaking of suplexes, there goes the German from Angle.
Look at this!
Quickly goes up and tosses Cage 3/4 of the way across.
1, 2, not enough. I'll tell you what, Kurt Angle's so quick. It really surprises you. You see him walk down and you just wonder, oh, nice snap. 1, 2, not enough.
Again, first pin, first submission will give us the winner in our main event at No Surrender with the TNA title at stake. Who's it going to be?
Oh, nice shot right to the face of Joe as he spit in it, and then now he just brings him down, and look at the boots. Once Kurt Angle expels blood, but you got to remember, you got to have eyes in the back of your head. Going for the unprettier. Can he hit it? Not enough.
Perfect counter by Angle. Not only avoids the unprettier, connects with the suplex, maintains his control. Look at him toss him that time. Gonna go for 3 at least. 2 down. Cage wobbly. Cage taken up and driven down on the back of his head. 3 consecutive suplexes, and the straps come down.
Well, anybody that's gone through that will tell you it's just the jarring, the bones rattling. I mean, the concussive effort. And now look at this. He forgot about. Look at this. Takes him up and was going to go for the Olympic slam. And look at Joe release him overhead.
Power of Joe comes into play. Angle tossed across. Follows up with the knee to the chest of Christian. Going to set him up top. Muscle buster attempt. Here
he's
on
got
Cage.
it. Oh.
But Cage able to fight him off. Christian drops down to the apron. Kicks him with a couple of shots from outside, and as Angle comes charging across, Joe moves out of the way. Christian again knocked down to the floor, and now we focus on Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, and Joe's suplex by Kurt.
Here he goes. 1, 2. Oh, not enough. Joe so smooth earlier, how he just, that big body, how he's able to just gracefully move it out of the way, and he used Kurt Angle as a weapon on Christian Cage, but then, oh, look at this. Again, the quickness of Kurt as he senses Christian Cage coming at him, and he goes up to meet him, but you can't forget Joe down below you.
They exchange punches, but as you see underneath, Joe is in a position where he takes both men over. What power.
Here he goes. 1, 2, no! I tell you, I thought Christian Cage landed on his head.
Right on Kurt Angle.
2, no!
Good strategy by Samoa Joe. The results of that move as we take another look at what almost enabled Samoa Joe to regain the title.
Couldn't quite see it at that angle. Watch this. Look at Christian's head. Oh, it was so close to hitting wrong. It'd have been lights out and the pin would have been done. But he just didn't get enough. And now Kurt Angle just grabs the shorts and throws him right through the ropes.
Joe tossed out to the floor. Angle stands behind Christian. Christian on his knees, going to use the ring ropes to get back up to his feet. And the second he turns towards Angle, going to go for the slam. Instead, he saw that. He felt it coming and answered with an arm drag.
He did, and I mean, he snapped it off quickly. That's the kind of thing that shows you how good you really are. You're able to just recover on the spot like that. Now he's holding on for dear life. I mean, where are they both going to go here? Kurt Angle's in just as much trouble as Christian Cage is at this point.
Obviously, Kurt's willing to give up whatever pain he's going to inflict to be able to take Christian Cage and toss him with the suplex either to the concrete or potentially to the steel guardrail.
Christian Cage holding on for dear life, now throwing elbows back and forth, and he went for that kick that he does, but Kurt Angle grabs the ankle, pulls him through, and he's got the ankle lock.
The submission hold made famous by Kurt Angle applied, the ankle lock in, and Samoa Joe going to come in and sneak with a roll-up to try and get the pin, but 2 only.
I'll tell you what, though, that's smart. You take it any way you get it out. Look at this, though. Kurt Angle able to get the ankle lock applied now to Samoa Joe. Christian Cage has got to realize that look at this. Is he going to go for the double ankle? He does.
Exactly the case. Kurt Angle, the dual ankle lock on both of his opponents in this match, both Christian Cage and Samoa Joe.
If either one of them taps out here, Kurt Angle's got the gold, and you can see him cinching it. Good teamwork. They had to work together, and they did. They were in sync, and it was the right move at the time.
The roll through breaks the ankle lock, but now Joe and Christian square off. Open hand slaps the rights and the lefts. Muscle buster again from Joe on Christian out of the corner.
He hits it.
Caught him with it.
Can he finish Christian here.
Wait a minute.
When Kurt Angle's got the Earl Hebner pulled, holding on to him. Oh, and Christian Cage is pinned.
At the point that Samoa Joe, you can see that it's going to be a 3 count. The muscle buster that's given him so many wins. Angle hooked the shirt of Hebner, and that allows Christian to get the shoulder up before 3, all because the referee was taken out of play by Kurt Angle.
I'll tell you something though, Christian Cage was listening to for the sound of the hand slapping that mat. He didn't hear it, so he stayed there. And when it came, and look at this, Joe just threw Christian Cage through the ropes right on top of Kurt Angle. Joe he is impressive here tonight. Samoa Joe is focused. Look at him.
Outside, it's Joe. Look at
Joe!
Joe!
Wow! Unbelievable! As he corkscrews over the top, lands on both of them, Mike. Unreal.
We had our eyes on Cage and Angle as we take another look. There you see him. Take Christian. The heads met. Christian's head and Kurt Angle's heads met at the same time. And when they got up dazed, Joe went airborne and is near 300 pounds, crashed into both of the challengers out on the floor.
And he knew it was going to be a sacrifice. He knew there was going to be a price to pay to his own body. But Samoa Joe's the kind of champion that just defies the odds with his size. I mean, he really wants the world to see just everything he can do. What a repertoire, Mike.
He rolls Angle back in. That's his immediate strategy at this point. Christian's still outside, and now Joe going to concentrate on trying to defeat Kurt Angle.
Well, he knows this is an opportunity. He's got both of them reeling. Can he get Kurt Angle up? Can he get that muscle buster? Oh, what a knife-edge chop that was. You can hear it just vibrate here through.
Here comes another muscle buster attempt, but Angle senses it, feels it coming, and rakes the eyes of Joe to turn it around. Going to go for the slam and hits it.
He does. He hits the Olympic slam, and now Christian Cage.
He's in a perfect position up on top.
Wow.
He leapfrogs over right down onto Joe.
And look at him. He gets right back up, and he sends Kurt Angle out. This is his chance. He's got Angle out of the ring.
He's got Joe here. You know he is.
Can he hit it? Is he? Yes! He puts it right on his head.
Could be
here we go.
Here in Canada.
1, 2, not enough.
Referee Hebner pulled out. Oh, did you just see that? Earl Hebner just thrown head first. I mean head first into the steel by Kurt Angle. And Angle comes over right by us at the table and picks up a steel chair. Earl Hebner went hard, head first in to the guardrail, and the chair shot is stopped by Christian with the boot.
He's able to block it. Oh, and then he goes low blow. Low blow by Kurt Angle. Can he stop it? Oh, he can't.
God, right in the face.
Oh, my gosh, he just tore his head off with it. And here he goes. Olympic slam right out of the ring.
And Christian crashes on the floor while Angle waffles Joe in the back with the steel chair.
Oh, this is it. This is his opportunity.
And he's the lock, and look at Joe going to try and fight through this pain. Again, the referee's been taken out. Joe fighting for everything. He's.
Let's go. Look at this. Here comes the king of the mountain. He's coming down. He's got guitar in hand as the ankle lock's applied.
And Jeff Jarrett bringing the guitar to the ring while Angle's got the ankle lock. And as Kurt Angle gets to his feet, and Jeff Jarrett stares down, eye to eye, Jarrett.
Oh, he smashes it right over the top of his head. Look at this. Joe takes advantage. He figures if Kurt can hit him with a chair, he can go through with a muscle buster.
Muscle buster on the way. Joe's got Angle. Drops him down dead center, middle of the ring. Hebner rolled in by Jarrett.
2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe!
And as the blood flows down the head of Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett places the title belt on the shoulder of Samoa Joe. And ladies and gentlemen, we now know next month at Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view of the year, Sting versus Samoa Joe for the title.
This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.